Fucking right, man.
We're here.
Yeah.
Episode 100.
Yes.
How are we all doing?
Yeah,
Very
good.
well, man.
We're good. We're finally here.
The first time that we're all here, right?
Yes.
Together, obviously. We've all been here before, but we should keep up appearances first.
Yeah.
How good was episode 99 with that interview with Smarty, huh?
Yeah.
It's not like we're recording this
Fantastic.
before that.
No.
Because
no.
it's the only time we could get together, not at all.
Yeah, it was good
So,
to see Smarty.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, moving swiftly on. We're here. The one that we've talked about. We've tried to do this through Sashcast a bunch of times, right?
Yes.
Which the world has been completely against us in
It
either.
was fucking us all with no whoop.
Yeah, aye.
Right.
It fucking. I was going to say something there, but it's too early in the night to say it. We'll
You'll
get
get
there.
there.
We'll get there. Right. Yeah. Welcome to episode 100 of the Northeast Corner. We've got 3 hours where we're just going to ramble, look back, maybe funk around and find out later on a new segment that could be coming to the show. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed that funk music. Kind of becoming a little bit of a trailblazer song for us. That
Trousers in my trousers.
In the bit when it says, "What do you think of this episode?" Please let us know if you'd like us to keep the theme music, because I am well for it.
And the options are yes and yes.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no. Right. Before we get into anything, we have joked about, and this is from episode 1, right? The allegedly button.
Yes.
Now, something that was
Allegedly.
a joke has become reality. We recorded a Paul Shaw soundboard yesterday, and I was like a fucking kid in a candy store. Thank you so much for making this stream happen.
Don't put my second now. The police will be here.
But this is important. This is a big moment.
Yes.
Something like, and I suppose it kind of fits in with the theme of the podcast of, it wasn't really meant to be what it ended up being, right? It was just kind of a bunch of mates having a bit of banter, and then it's went on to have guests and fucking
Funked around and found out.
Funked around and find out, breaking new barriers as we all will tonight.
Yes.
But without further ado, right,
Oh, fuck.
here we go. Allegedly button. We're ready for this?
Allegedly?
You actually said that perfectly. That was
The question
Do you know
mark
what?
at the end of
Do you know what? You
it.
know, it's the best one. We recorded that about 4 times, right? And then when we actually, it was just the overlay, it was still recording, but I was like, okay, that was good. He banged out that one unintentionally, and I was like, that's the one we're using.
Allegedly?
That's fucking perfect.
It's everything I dreamed of and more. But wait, there is 8 to go through. That was 1. So let's just say someone says something correct.
Definitely.
Oh, trust me, we are just getting started.
Why
here,
is this
ladies
not
and
your
gentlemen.
job?
I don't know.
Voice actor.
Just fuck off. Fuck
So-
being a chef off.
Number
Can
3.
you imagine opening your phone and fucking Siri's turned into Paul? You'd shit yourself, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
So,
Oh no, he's going to be on this all the
oh,
time
trust me.
now.
Oh my God. When Paul is on, I might even do it with the, you know, I was saying with the guests, like I'm the only one that usually wears the headphones. I'm so tempted to use this because I'm the only one that's going to be able to hear it, and I can cut out the show
You
later.
don't even
but
need
just-
Paul here for episodes.
No,
now.
I,
You could
I
just
know.
literally-
He lives
I'll
in the
just
roadcaster. So
But that's a Paul Shaw that behaves.
yes, this is a Paul show that we can control.
Are we working? Sorry, are we working our way through Paul that behaves to Paul that doesn't behave?
Oh yeah,
Okay, right.
It was
Yes.
half a bottle of vodka deep when we were doing that.
right.
And I had a bottle of fucking Mad Dog with
Number
me.
3. So we've had Paul created a famous phrase for procreation on the show. Let's just say, right? And here it is here in a button.
Horizontal shuffle. It just puts
Horizontal shuffle.
puts a bit of cheek and fun into it, doesn't
I've
it?
never heard that. Never
So
heard
basically, what he calls procreation, sex, whatever people want to call it, the horizontal shuffle.
I asked the missus for it earlier, and she was like, "Ooh, I think you threatened me with a good time." I said, "Well,
Horizontal shuffle.
I'll
Is
give
that
you
how
a
you
time."
asked for it?
Horizontal shuffle.
That's my new text. Though.
Oh, right, okay. Number 4. This is a recent one. If anyone's seen any of the recent episodes.
He's going to be 6 million decibeling himself.
That one is getting pressed every time the fucking planes fly over here. We're fighting back against loud, noisy noises that come in and break the noise gate.
That was a good episode.
Oh, okay, here we go. This one is called the P45 button.
Here's your prize, your P45.
We started injury bingo at work. Well, we every works in the chipping and helps with the dishes. I hurt myself and I was like, oh fuck, that actually hurts. And she was like, should we start a game? And I was like, oh no, she's just going to chop my legs off or something with my arms or whatever. But no, she was like, injury bingo. And I was like, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. And we've had audits and that for the general manager. And she came in, seen the injury bingo. She just rolled her eyes. And I was like, oh.
HR come in.
Here's your prize, your P45.
Yes. That was the prize. That's what I wrote. The injury bingo prize P45. I'm currently winning.
This is probably the best thing that could have happened to the
Oh,
podcast.
oh my
Oh,
gosh, this is
Jesus.
amazing. And we've got like this, we're going to make many sound. I'm addicted now. The soundboards, because this was on the original Roadcaster as well. Maybe not the same kind of power as this one, but I never really used them. It was mainly just let's get the mic sorted and let's just go and
Yeah.
talk. As like many things have fucking developed over the course of times with this.
You just used it more as an interface, though. than
Pretty
an
much,
ass and-
yeah. But now that we have this absolute comical genius, like, yeah. Anyway, moving on. A new segment's going to be on this show, and you know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Time for funk around and find out.
That we are pressing that later when it is time for Funk Around and Find Out, and maybe then the Funk Around and Find Out music, which will be at the end anyway.
Press that again. That sounded like a game show thing.
Time for funk around and find out.
It sounds like something on MFR, isn't
I
it?
was literally waiting to say that. No, the one before that. What was the one before that?
Here's your prize, your P45.
Like something on MFR or something.
So if people can't name 31 flavours of crisps later in 31 seconds, that is what is getting played to them. Okay, are we ready for this next one? This is probably going to be the toughest one to get through for all of us, okay? This is probably the one that goes straight savage. We ready for this? We sure?
Go on.
We're all good.
A meal for two, what ahead of you? 69.
Why are you not a bingo goer?
Oh my goodness.
That's it, oh,
Could
wow,
you
good.
imagine that being played at a bingo?
I can imagine all the granny and granddad's faces just.
Again.
Here's your prize, P45.
Okay. And of course, a cult classic of an
But you
outro.
can't just fucking breeze by that.
I didn't. I let
It's a
the
meal
laugh-
for two. You've got to sit and enjoy it for a bit.
Well, you should have heard what he said. I felt like leaving him what he said afterwards. Afterwards, he said like it could be a 96 arse cheeks to arse cheeks or something.
Cheeks to cheeks. Bum to chops.
Okay. We'll have a vote on this one. Do we want to hear that one again?
Yes,
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
absolutely.
Time for funk around and
Oh,
find out.
wrong one. My bad.
A meal for two, what ahead of you? 69.
You say it so perfectly.
So I've got the vision of bingo hall and just a bunch of old people looking up like, what the fuck?
Or just a couple of wee oldies just giggling.
If there,
going,
if there was any colour in their faces, it wouldn't have been after that.
Definitely.
A couple of ladies with puddles round them.
Get the mop and bucket. There's been a 69.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
that's
Okay.
what that's what it's called. This episode.
Is that all of them?
No. We have
got
one
one
more.
more.
And the cult classic that I was on about said every time that Paul's on as the outro.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
That's better. That's worse than keep it high.
Give it again.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Do you know what?
Oh, the cheese.
See at the end of the episode, before we play the funk music, we're going to be silent and we're just going to play that and we're all going to point at the camera that's pointing at us. Just,
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
why do we need to talk with this
fucking
kid?
need a
This is like
I
AI.
really need a minute, honestly. Oh, my belly.
Take a breath.
hurts. Yeah, my
Take a
belly
breath. It's a
really-
lot.
I think you actually need to do like audio books of just fucking phrases. Just
Oh,
This could be a
Amazon.
aye.
a brilliant
He's a shout
brilliant
and
business
mad dog.
relationship here. We've got the recording talent and we've got the editor.
I could just read the bottles of Mad Dog to blind people. I don't know.
I like how you started up a studio in 3 months and you're like, fuck it, soundboards is the way forward.
Well, do you know what? I did think of some ones that we forgot. Apocalyptically Seething would have been fantastic. Can you give us a live demo of it? I don't even...
Apocalyptic.
Clear the
Pop
top.
If you are apocalyptically seething.
Oh, that's good. Good.
No, I'm
Can we also
apocalyptically
notice that I've
seething.
EQ'd the mics a bit different and they're not as harsh? They're a bit more bassier.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
So it's been a good week.
Yeah.
It's been a good week.
Yeah.
Sorted the mics out. We have this absolute eighth wonder of the world in front of us right now. Okay, let's get it out of our system one more time. We'll go through them one more time, and then we'll move on.
I want a copy of fucking each.
I have it on the. I will transfer you it.
Could you just play them like immediately one after the other? Then
Oh,
we
yes.
can find some music to fit behind it and just fuck it, make it
you know,
northeast.
you know, if we ever start up a TikTok, that some fucking TikTok superstar DJ is taking them and just throwing it into some slam tune like they do on. Have you seen them? They just take
Yeah.
a voice edit of something and just throw it in.
Well, I'm actually learning
Well-
music production right now, so
You got to go for it.
I'm gonna have to
Fucking
fucking
right,
take
man.
some of them.
This
you imagine
is
it?
Allegedly. Is that the tunes on? Is it? Allegedly.
here is the thing though. This is going to go too far, and I'm absolutely here for it.
Fucking right, man.
Like, we had a group chat the other day, right? And a mate like had a shave and he sent us his moustache and he was like, "What do you think?" And then it went back and forth. You were in the group chat, remember? Yeah.
Scott,
Scotterton, Andersonton.
Yes.
I then grayed out the photo and made it look old and stuff like that and said that he was a World War One private and had like the dates that he served and everything. Then he went and then got a fucking World War One outfit and photoshopped him into a background of the Somme. This goes too far a lot of the time, but this is what the internet is for. The internet is not for moderates. It's for people that take things to the extreme, and that's what we've done right here. So we will go through them all once more. Let's get it out of our system, then we'll move on, okay? This is a good start. It's 10 minutes in. We're just going to fly by. Okay.
Can this?
Right.
We just need to do this for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just, yeah.
Allegedly. Definitely. Horizontal shuffle. He's going to be 6 million decibelling himself. Here's your prize, your P45. Time for funk around and find out. A meal for two with a hairy view.
Why does
69. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
That's the
Why
best.
does this sound like a first? Why did that sound like a first date?
That's the best one.
It's the hairy
Yeah.
one that gets me, man. Oh, thank you for that. Like,
I know. What a moment. What a moment.
You've truly just given the gift.
What a
You-
time
you-
to be
you've given the
alive,
world a
man.
gift.
Jesus Christ.
This is amazing. We're truly witnessing history here. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yes.
now that has passed,
You should drink in every bar now for fuck all.
Yes.
we had a revelation last night. You have known Paul, or you have met Paul before.
I have met
which
Paul
you
before.
revealed in the group chat last night, and you have a story about this.
Yeah.
So we're eagerly
I
anticipating.
don't know if it's as hilarious as it. It's just a bunch of teenagers being a little cunts, basically. So,
I'm just
Yeah.
a slightly taller cunt now.
so roundabout, I, if I remember correctly, you used to live roundabout St Margaret's Crescent way, Paul. Round,
yes.
round
I
up
was doing that at Football Road.
yeah, beside Highfield School.
Yeah.
Right. So I remember it was really, really cold one fucking, I'm going to say January, December night. And we managed to soak the road and ice it up completely. And there was cars skidding about everywhere. You were definitely there.
Yes, I was. And
Yeah.
I remember that, and it was fucking great.
There was cars going into lampposts and shit, and we were all just
Allegedly?
standing.
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah, allegedly.
It's important.
Yeah.
There was cars going into lampposts and shit, and we were all just standing there as a bunch of teenagers pissing ourselves laughing while people were
Allegedly?
destroying their fucking property. Like,
Allegedly?
but here they were destroying their own property.
Exactly. They
Definitely.
should have. Aye, they should have learned how to sail, but they can handle
So
a
yeah,
car.
yeah, that's how it fall.
I'm
Wow.
going to be hearing that in my fucking
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, I know. Right. We'll take a break from it.
Yes.
And
This is circa 2005,
Right.
6.
I remember we did it
Those were the days.
At when the community centre was there. Or did it we used to go and get, or was that the same one when we did the
So it wasn't.
the hill at the high school?
It wasn't at Hythe Hill. There's like, as you go around the back of St Margaret's Crescent, there's a, you know that big house. It's like a castle.
Yes.
It's
yes,
on that
yes.
hill.
Yeah,
I
that
do
one.
remember
hill
that.
going down there.
Paddy's. Oh, we're going to a Paddy's to get water.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Soaked the place, and there was cars
Yes.
going down, it was smashing into walls and all sorts of shit, and we were just cheering. As kids cheering,
Ah, you
yes.
fucking bend it.
Guys coming out going fucking mental, and we're like, "Oh fuck you!" Yeah,
I'll
good
run
times.
away.
What we used to do
Good
is
to
'cause-
reminisce.
No,
Yeah.
no, around the back of the Copy where the lorries like load in. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we used to just like fucking completely sheet that with ice. Just a massive ice rink.
Aye.
It was
What?
fucking. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Shit, he used to do as kids.
Oh my god,
Fucked
there,
up.
there was a guy
ridiculous,
that
man.
Fucked up.
used to have house parties at. He was like the first one to get a flat, and he was just totally like shouldn't have had a flat basically, right? And I remember one time, like he used to put a bunch of shit in the fire, right? Just like random stuff. I remember put a suitcase in there one time, right? And
That's what a
the
fire's
fucking
for.
the house fucking smoked out. I remember it felt like I just gotten out of a fucking fire. Do you know what I mean? And I remember I just went to like blow my nose, and all this black shit came out. I was like, maybe this is not good for my health coming up here. Maybe I've got to stop this, rethink my choice here. And there was another time that I think there was a fucking Xbox went in there, and then 3 fire engines turned up. So
Where about in Lossy was this?
just next to St Geraldine's.
Did you?
Was that the house at my cousin?
Yeah,
was?
yeah, yeah.
Did any of you get any charges as kids from the police?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Allegedly.
no.
More of this one?
Definitely. There was a couple of years before I'm allowed to America and Australia yet. But
Assault.
yeah, or a
Yeah.
police officer,
Yeah.
2 of them.
I've not.
taxi
none of
driver.
that. I got done with willful fire raising as a child. Yeah. We
Right.
set the woods on fire. So what we'd done is we'd found a tree that had fallen over, and you know how they create the huge divots.
Yeah, man.
So we just packed this full of stuff, but it ended up setting the whole woods on fire. And
Oh.
they just found the kids that smelled like smoke, I think.
Where are all the
They were like, no, it wasn't
charred
us, and
shells?
we're like absolutely reeking of smoke. And
Well, you kind of have a similar story there, right?
Dude, it did involve my car getting
Yeah.
melted to a wall at my place of work at the time. And yes.
Can we go more in depth into that a little
Yeah,
bit?
I'm kinda
'Cause
wanting- I'm
when we
intrigued.
did the beach bar stories, the part when we kind of mentioned this, but we were still just starting out, and we're like, if we really revisit this, and I think episode 100 is an appropriate time to revisit it.
Yeah.
How did that night start? How did you get to melting a car into the side of the beach bar?
I technically
And-
didn't melt it.
No,
into the-
no,
but
no. But you were.
did it melt itself?
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's the trigger, but
I got in there at the end. Though. I'm still getting used to it. It's new.
I do. Well, me and Heat were working. Obviously, I had a few drinks after and whatnot, and I absolutely cunted.
He'd been head chef at the Beacher at the time.
He was, yes.
Yes.
Yes. And we couldn't get a taxi home. David fucked off. And he'd asked me, I was like, can you drive? And I was like, fucking definitely not. I'm absolutely steaming. He was like, fuck it, I'll get a bash. And I was like, there you go, there's the keys. And we went for a little tear around town. Yes, I missed that car. I spent a lot of money on that car. It was a clapped out bag of shit. That was 306 XSI. But the GTI 6 gearbox in it, and I had it cammed as well.
aye.
Yes.
What
And
colour was
suspension done. It was silver. With
think
the
I can
banded Stevies. Oh,
I think I can remember. Yeah.
I was about fucking that off the ground. And then, well, after we went for a little spin,
Went further off the ground.
yes, as we're coming back down to the beach on the hill, and I was like, Heat, are you braking? He's like, yes. I went, the car's floating. Must have given that corner a good 40 mile an hour. Aye. I don't want to top
Aye.
bent down and I don't know, fucking second. It was on full, fucking the cams are both going, so yes, we were doing some speed. And yes.
Physics aligned.
Yeah,
and,
physics just came about and ruined our time. And the car was up there, fucking bottomed out. And I was like, he'd brake. And he was like, I am. And just clean into the wall. Clean into the fucking wall.
Did it burst into flames?
No, thankfully. Well, if it being French, I thought it would have. Well before the accident. But aye. So I was like, oh, fuck, what do we do? What do we do? He's all like, oh, we've crashed. I was like, I fucking know. I noticed. There's
The smoke pissing through the windscreen is a bit of a giveaway.
my fucking passenger airbag wasn't working either, which was a shock to me, I suppose. But I just fucking rolled a fag. I was like, we fucked this, haven't we?
Fucked it.
He's all like, oh, I'm panicking, and I'm like, I'll be fine.
You don't get out the car to check if you've got no broken bones. You just roll a fag.
Yeah,
Aye.
100%, man.
Can we talk
Second time
about
I've done that?
you leaving the scene
Yes.
and then having a genius thought at how
What's
you
a genius
you
thought?
could cover the tracks and
Yes.
it not going as planned.
It did not go as planned, but yes, it was genius. If it had went to plan. So walking up the hill and I was like, fuck this. Well, we'll go make it look like somebody stole it. So I went back down. I had the key in my pocket anyway because I'm a dick. But so I smashed the window. It went to look like it had been hot wired. As we're walking back up the fucking hill, this police car comes. I'm like, oh shit, a police car in a van. And I was like, oh no, oh fiddlesticks. And they're like, calm down. I was like, somebody's broken into my car and I crashed it. As we're both covered in fucking airbag dust and bits of debris and all that. And fucking, I was like, my Manic Street Preachers album. The police are like, aye, whatever. Handcuffs, come here. You threaten me, what a good time.
And then the next day, because there was repercussions obviously for what happened.
Was.
You were late for work.
We were.
Right. And then when there was a complaint made about you being late for work,
Yes.
what was the response? If you remember, because I remember you telling me this the next day.
I just pointed at my car. That's it.
No, was it not along the lines of something? Someone said to you, "You're 2 hours late," and then was it you or he'd went 1 hour early if we gave a fuck?
That was he. That's a shout. Graham found it funny. His mum and that were fucking furious, and rightly so.
Yeah, probably not like something you want to wake up to and be like, "Oh, the chefs have mashed a motor into the side of the business."
do you know what I told the insurance company when I said I didn't need insurance on it anymore? I said the gearbox had gone. Oh, it did. Into the back fucking seats. I didn't tell him where it had gone. But
Ironically, happened on a Tuesday.
fucking did.
Today's a Tuesday.
Yes.
We have been hinting about talking about another thing that happened at the Beecher.
Tuesday game.
So, as we can tell by now, Paul's day off at the Beecher was Tuesday, where we talked about what was the nun.
The
on
nun, the drink
episode
driving
10,
nun.
The drink
Oh,
driving
the
nun, right?
fucking
Christ
nun.
on a bike, it's a nun.
Christ
as
on a bike,
famous
that's
last
an
words.
drink driving.
Also, what the hell is it about Tuesdays that it causes people to do that? The fucking nun was doing it.
Yeah,
After
nun
like-
was drink driving.
I don't know, what was it, like 6 pints of It was a lot of beer.
Must just be the right day to do
It
it.
might, it must just be something in the air.
There's never a right day to
Again,
do
to
it,
be
is there?
fair, are you going to pull over a nun?
No.
It's,
Mind you, it depends how bad you swear.
I suppose.
What did you say? She's in the hands of God now. She drove up. So,
Not in the family that was with her.
I mean, this is
In the hands of
I
God
know.
now.
Fucking kid in the back.
There was a
and shit.
fucking there was a kid in the
there was a
fucking
family
boat as well.
Well, first of all, it's weird enough that there was like some kind of christening going down in the new
I thought
bit
that
of
was
the
a fucking
Beecher.
sacrifice. It might have been. Allegedly. Could have been. Fuck knows.
Right, okay.
They looked fucking like it.
It fucking did. What,
Tuesday
evolved?
game.
Yes.
So we would go down to the Beechers on Tuesday afternoons, right? We'd have a few pints or whatever.
But a slice of lunch.
Yeah, lunch,
Yeah.
of course, right? So the Beecher had just built a new bit, which was nice. It overlooked the Murray Firth, and that it would be good to have food, to have a pint in the middle of the afternoon. But not many people were there because not many people were going for lunch unless it was like the odd family, people at work and all that type of stuff. So me, you, and another friend of ours,
The wettest of wet
the,
wipes.
the Boston wet
whoop
wipe,
whoop.
the Boston whoop whoop. We'll off camera. We'll explain that nickname. We would sit there, the three of us, right? And Paul thought it would be a great idea to come up with a game to keep us entertained whilst waiting for food, which became the Tuesday game. And that game involved anyone around us who was having a conversation. We had to listen in and assume that the conversation was about anal.
Right.
So
Okay.
it started off like pretty childish, right? I mean, it was just
Still is now.
childish in general. But like none of it would make sense. But like you would just hear like people talking about their day at work or something. You just hear us three like giggling like little schoolgirls and like, you know, like that bits in South Park where like Cartman's sniggering and it was like that, and like people would look like, what the fuck are these guys laughing at, right? But one day, I can't believe how like appropriate this ended up being because it was like, anyway,
Fuck, I remember that.
right. So it was usually like. It was just funny because we were like, oh, we're playing like this game, but like none of it ever made sense or rational. It was just like a childish game, and it still is. But there was one day there was like a group of military people in. I don't know if it was RAF or if it was whatever, right? I think it must probably fair to assume it was RAF, right? Because it was Lossy. And we weren't even playing the Tuesday game at this point, right? But they started talking, and we're in the middle of food, right? And Paul just in the middle as we're eating goes, shh, anal.
So you have to do it anyway.
So these like this group of people that were talking about what they were talking about, right? And like they sent us into hysterics, right? And then we got questions like, "Why are you laughing so hard?" And that we're like, "Oh, it's something that Paul said." But so it started off like from what I remember, we were just listening and they were speaking a little bit about like a vacation or something like that, right? And it just got to a point where one of the guys went, "Oh, mate, it was mental. I went through like 3 bottles of Jägermeister. I ran down the hallway, bolted the door in, and the security there, and it just went..." We can't breathe at this point, right? We hear this. We're dying laughing. Everyone in the fucking pub is looking at me, him, and the Boston Wet Wipe, absolutely killing ourselves. And that was the end of the Tuesday game because we couldn't find anything funny after that again.
No, that was it.
Yeah.
So it peaked.
It
That's
peaked.
where it peaked.
It was like that funny that we couldn't.
It peaked when somebody got their fucking door smashed in.
Aye, and security were there.
Allegedly.
Aye.
All of the anal games came up. And then it came to that point and you were like, perfect.
This is the way for it to. And it was, ironically, it was like 2 weeks before it burnt down. So it was like just the ending of an era, I suppose. Aye.
I've still got my Tuesday sunglasses. Those aren't them. But it's my aviators because my eyes were actual piss holes in the snow. It's just the lights are on, nobody's in. Fucking.
I remember like some of the stories that we used to discuss in the Boston Wet Wipe Mobile on the way to the beach or when you'd been like out the night before.
I'd
And you
usually
were
pick me up from the night before.
we were talking about someone that shan't be named running up Tesco car park with a crate of Budweiser when you said like we're just he was like, I'm gonna go in for beer, and like what are you talking about? It's like past 10, you can't buy anything. He's like, oh, I'll find a way, and he's like, go fucking go run up.
Jumps in
Someone
the
out
water
of
with his
Scooby-Doo.
keys. Like, go. I'm like, what? All right, fair enough.
And then there was the night with Mike Gordon, obviously your friend
Mikey
as well.
Dodgy.
You just went to Joe's Sunday sesh. After Joe's, as you went to Tesco, and Mike had bought like this massive multi-pack of Quavers, and Lugs went behind him, and in Crow fashion, and opened the bottom of it, so all the Quavers fell off. So Paul came up with the most rational response ever, and one of the pans that he'd bought for work the next day domed Lugs over the head with it and broke the pan.
Don't fuck my boys, Chris, man.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
were
one.
domed with a pan.
I mean, you've
That
got
was a walk. That was a walkabout.
holy shit, and it proper dented it as well.
Is that why you ended up fucking your hand?
Maybe.
No, that was years beforehand, wasn't it?
Was it? Yes, it would have been.
Oh, so you're getting back.
I guess in a roundabout
Crafty.
way, yes.
Yeah. Karma's a bitch.
The reason that you are you have endorsed this persona of the baggage handler is because of Lugs, right?
Yeah,
You can't physically move that finger.
Hang the hats on it. Shopping. People try to run away for you. I don't know.
Turned into Spider-Man.
Kind of. Just like a really haggard one, and I'm not very.
So
bendy.
it doesn't straighten at all?
No.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna push it.
Yeah, it's alright, I believe you.
So if I remember,
I thought he was going to fucking snap it then.
So did I. I was like, oh no, I better stop that immediately.
so I remember the story being you were in the smoking area beach bar, had a pint in
Yes.
hand. He jumped on your back to like
Yeah.
embrace you. you fell into the wall,
Fell into the
and
wall.
your pint glass fell into your
Well,
finger.
I was more concerned about the bits of glass in my tits. I was like, get them out.
Yeah, you probably had a lucky escape with just the finger. That sounds wrong, doesn't it?
I was going to say, it depends on what context.
A meal for two with a hairy view. 69.
Allegedly.
You pressed the fucking right one.
But, that was a bad time, because I just thought I needed a plaster. And a new pint. Then my hand just opened, and I was like, oh no. I was Big Al at the time. It was like, you need to go to hospital. I went, nah, I should have a plaster on a new pint. Because it didn't bleed.
How did it not bleed? Your
I
hand
don't
opened.
I don't know, but I seen all the inside gubbins. Not that nice.
No, I couldn't
That's
imagine.
messed up.
Yeah. But I was just like, oh no, I do need a hospital.
Well,
But, yeah. Week and a half, I was in Aberdeen.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it? Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
I actually tried to fucking redesign some of the tendon that I pulled out with a bit of fucking pint glass.
redesign makes it sound like Gok Wan's walked in. It was like, we're going to get you a brand new hand altogether. It's going to look fantastic.
I saw the inside of my my index finger. Is like the wheelchair I had before, I had this one. You can like, well, I think you can do it this one as well, but you can like take like the hooks off and you can push it so it's not electric.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took the hooks off and said to my brother and my cousin, I was like, I'm gonna go down this hill. It's alright, I've got brakes, like manual brakes.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go down this fucking big ass hill and see how fast I can go. And they were like, right. So I took the hooks off and I just went down. The brakes I tried to slow down with snapped.
Oh, shit.
So the wheelchair was just fucking going. I don't know what speed, but I couldn't control it.
Terminal fucking velocity.
Ah,
I'm presuming. I don't know.
Wild. And I ended up hitting like a curb. I came flying out the wheelchair like a fucking dummy. The wheelchair had stopped in its tracks against the.
I remember because Conan was mentioning this after he was on here. Yeah, no, I do
Yeah,
remember you saying like, holy shit, man.
And I went flying into a fucking bush. It looked like a test dummy. That's the only thing that Stuart and I could say. It was like, you looked like a fucking test dummy. The way you just went
Two
flying
little
into a
black and
bush.
yellow things on your cheeks.
I went flying into a bush, right?
Did you go across the main road in that?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
Well,
shit.
well, so like, do you know where my granny stays?
Aye.
North Coastie Terrace, right?
Aye.
So I went. So I went.
That's a good bit of speed. That's quite a
Yeah,
steep hill.
yeah. So I went. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. So anyway, I went down the fucking hill, but I managed to steer myself so I didn't go across the main road. I managed to steer myself into like one of the junctions, and then
I think I know exactly what bush you went
because
into
if I did that, I would have
yes.
probably killed myself because it was a bus stop. I would have nailed into that,
Aye.
or a car coming in the other way. So I managed to get myself to the left, and I hit one of the curbs, and the wheelchair just stopped dead in its tracks against the curb. I didn't. I just went fucking flying. So I
should've
came
been
out the
laughing.
bush and my fingers like in bits. I've cut my leg and shit, and I'll come out the bush and like my cousin's like shouting at me, and I'm looking and I'm going, I'm fine. I looked at my fingers like hanging out, it's like bits of my fingers hanging out, there's blood everywhere, and I'm like, it's fine, I just need a plaster. And my mum's looking at me, she was like, a plaster will do you. But like my cousin's pushing me up the hill in a wheelchair with 3 wheels.
Three
Fucking,
wheels and a
If I can
goose.
just imagine somebody walking along the dawn and just see Jamie just flying across the fucking road. You're like, what the fuck is going on
you should
here?
have seen the fucking speed I came out of the wheelchair though. It was like G-force. It was just, it was mad.
Still, I see if I'm going down that hill, I'll just fucking put my foot down in the clutch in the motor.
Aye.
And that, you can get up to about 35 mile an hour.
Aye, it's quite steep.
Aye, just-
So if you can think about it in a wheelchair,
Aye.
with no seatbelt on, it was quite fucking brutal.
Aye.
I mean, lucky to be alive.
I was going to say,
right?
look, it was just your
Jesus.
finger, you fucked.
I know. It was pretty fucking savage. I'm sitting there like, there's like white bits poking at my finger, and I'm like,
Aye, I get that with that.
yeah,
But I was like, ew,
that was
what
pretty.
if you fuck? But
It was quite fun, to be fair.
I bet you.
Well, before I crashed,
Aye.
it was fucking quite fun.
Jesus.
There's always that moment of dread when things
Bang.
things are going so well and then it just goes to shit and you're like, oh fuck, this is
Well, you know, when the brake snapped, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
So I was like, I did actually manage to steer myself though, because with the brake, it snapped, but I could still, and it gave me enough sort of, I could touch the tyre enough to kind of get myself to the left. If I didn't, I probably would have died.
I remember being a wee guy and like I hated my next door neighbour. Well, my old next door neighbour. We fucking hated her and like we'd like tell each other fuck off and shit if we seen each other. And I remember getting my new bike one day and cycling. There's a hill just past my dad's house. Cycling past and giving me fingers. He's giving me the fingers back, turned around and just hitting a curb and going straight over the handlebars. And I'm like, fucking, like wanting to cry and shit. But this guy's like up there laughing at me, and I'm like, oh no, just
Anyone but him.
yeah, I just couldn't show any sign of weakness. Like fucking crying inside. Fucking got internal bleeding and shit, and I'm just like, fuck you.
Slice it at you.
It's all right. You can cry when you get home. Just get home.
But my home's that way. I've just cycled past my home. I've got to walk around the block now.
Fucking when I was wee, I got a bike, and it was one of them fucking stupid ones that when you pedal backwards, that was the back brake.
Oh fuck.
Aye, and
Jesus, that's a throwback. I've never thought about one of them things in a long time.
I was, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7. I was not informed about this. So I'm cycling down the hill towards the mum and dad's. Whatever. Cycle backwards slightly, boom, down. Just inside the house, down.
Oh shit, I'm down.
Oh shit, I'm down. Boy just went, tell you. Tell me fucking what? What you didn't tell me.
Read the fucking instructions, you dick.
Thought it was funny, and I'm mangled, my old ears are raging. But aye.
God, I remember I got a BMX right when I was 8, 9, something like that. Because that was the thing back in the day, right?
Yeah.
When you like you seen like all the kind of X games and stuff like that, where you seen like people. So I remember I got one for my birthday. It came out, and all like the people would hang about with. Were like, oh, you know, like when you got like some of your birthday, the kids would just swarm around and be like, oh, what, you know,
Up here trying to steal it.
and they were like, oh, are you going to do a
Can I have a
jump?
shot?
Are you going to do a
That was it.
what was it? Oh, they said, are you going to do a jump on it? And like I wasn't really comfortable doing it, but I kind of thought I'm under pressure here, and I was like, oh, of course. Fucking X-Games champion.
You've turned into fucking Travis Pastrana.
Aye. So I just kind of went for this, right? And probably like about halfway across, I was like, I may have bitten off more than I can chew here, proceeding to like just do, you know, like the AOL shutdown screen. I just went like
And
that.
found out.
That's another one.
Broke my shoulder, right? Which I didn't realise at the time, but I just remember my fucking shoulder being in agony, and I couldn't, unlike yourself, I couldn't hold it in. I was just, and do you know what was the best thing about it? It happened right in front of people that were having like a tea party in a garden. And instead of being like, oh my God, that person's hurt themselves, they just kind of stood there and looked at me like,
Back to their scone. Idiots.
They're sitting there looking at it going,
pretty much, aye.
at what point did you think that was a good idea?
And then one of my mates, like older
always a good
sisters,
idea.
because I had to, I was like, shit, I've got to get back home, but I was like, I can't leave the bike. I've just got that, like, so I was having to carry it with one hand, and my fucking leg, like, I don't know why I was limping, probably just trying to like take my mind off the pain. And one of my mates' older sisters walked by, right, and they're like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I've just had like a fall and everything." Everyone else had abandoned me. They must have been like seeing me just get deleted and been like, "Fucking pussy."
He's hurt himself. We're gonna get in trouble. We shall run away.
Yeah, and she was like, "What's?" I was like, "It's my left arm, right?" And you know what she did? She fucking like just lifted it up ever so gently, which obviously like my shoulder must be fucking shattered at this point. And I'm like, ah. So I get home, get the bike in. My mum and can't mind who else was there. I think I had some of my family around, and they're like, "Oh, it's probably just bruised. It's probably just bruised, right?" I was like, "I don't know. I've never I've had like a bruise before. This doesn't feel like it, right?" Still, I must have been dehydrated from the amount of fucking crying I did. I was like crying for 3 hours straight, right?
Cried yourself inside out. Just
Up to A&E. There's like people with like fucking blood coming from their head and fucking people with forks in their eyes and all that type of shit. Not literally, but you know what I mean. You get the point. Doctor comes along, get an X-ray, yada yada yada. Like 6 hours later, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, it's probably not broken. It's probably just bruised and that." Right? Waiting there for like, you know how long at the A&E can take. Sometimes it can fucking
depends.
It's
if
like watching The Irishman on repeat 3 times.
Piss taking it.
it depends on how much you're bleeding on the floor, as in how quickly you get seen. Because I got my face all smashed to fuck, and I just literally tsunamiing blood onto the floor. And I'm like, right, you can get seen to. I was like, oh,
That seems urgent.
yes, well, yes.
Just fake a faint. Just fall down.
Aye.
Then
Yeah.
they have to pick you up.
That's true. Never thought of that.
Wow, we've just kind of enlightened ourselves here.
We've just sorted out the NHS.
Congratulations, everybody. Good job.
Episode 100, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hamza Yusuf, you're fucking welcome.
Right.
So, doctor comes down, right, and goes, "It's broken." And then that made me cry even more for some reason, which I don't know, but I was pretty much well aware. This is fucked.
It's broken. I need it. It's getting amputated.
So, no, but here's the thing, right? The break of my shoulder apparently had only happened like 4 times in the UK. It was such a rare break, right? And I think like out of the 4 people that had it, only 1 at that point had actually the bone had healed.
No.
So I was like shitting myself, thinking like, fuck, like what am I going to do here? I'm going to have to get some kind of prosthetic. Is my arm going to be ever be the same?
Just an extra. It's an
Aye.
extra shoulder.
This fucking paper mache thing. This was like 2003. There wouldn't be any fucking like technology like they've got now.
Just a spare shoulder.
So I wouldn't have been able to do the spicy show like
No.
yourself over there. But
No.
the dance move. Remember this last episode? See, this is why you don't have the Mad Dog so early, so you can remember these things.
Yes.
Yes.
Spicy.
Allegedly.
But anyway, so it took like 9 months to like heal, and it did heal, but it's still weaker than my right arm. So like when I used to go to the gym and stuff like that, and fucking like do shit like bench press and stuff like that, this side would get way tired before this one would. Like I'm talking like this one could probably have got like 5-10 more reps out of it, but this was just like nope.
I went
So-
I went to school. I got a Rory, got hit twice, knocked off his bike twice by a car, 2 separate times in the space of like 2 years cycling to
That is
school.
just unlucky.
Yeah, and he was in hospital for like 6 months the first time.
Fucking
Everyone
hell.
was like, "Oh, where's Rory? Where's Rory?" He came back and he had like a huge scar going across his head, and he speaks a little bit different now. And then he was back to school, and then somehow his parents trusted him to go back to cycling, and then he got hit by a fucking car again.
Maybe it's just like a fucking
Yeah.
car magnet.
Hi.
Something
Yeah,
in the
Rory.
pedals.
You're a car like ding.
And it was weird. He couldn't pronounce his R's after getting hit by the car the first time. But the ironic thing is his name's fucking Rory.
So was it?
It's just a bit owy.
Was it Wowie?
Wowie.
Wowie.
Yeah. So like yeah.
And since we're already 45 minutes into this, so time is flying, and I'm aware that you will be leaving in the intermission.
Yeah. I've had a long day.
So let's get on to a few things. Before we get onto the quiz, you have a story from Benidorm that you would like to tell.
I was just going to tell you about Sticky Vicky.
But you also had your phone lifted over there.
Well, this is part of
Yes.
Sticky Vicky story.
I mean, the thing about this is the
she
person that, because you're an admin on the
Sticky Vicky like 70.
Oh, this is a different one, Jamie. This is a different one.
Depends on the.
apprentice.
So there's a fucked up story there as well that I'll get on to. But
Yeah, no, I was just speaking about.
yeah. What, my phone going missing? Yeah, because I'm an admin.
an admin. So I'm worried that this dude's going to hack the page at some point, and we're going to just randomly start posting in Spanish, and then
Hey, essays.
we'll have to we will have to rebrand to the Benidorm Corner. So this might be the last Northeast Corner
Benidorm
episode.
Corner.
We
Well,
might have to be on a yacht for the next one.
I've got to say that Benidorm was an absolute fucking hoot, and like
I did find it funny though. You know how you put that picture up for the Mayhem Brooks t-shirt?
Yeah.
I did think this hits a bit deeper now, knowing this is probably what he looked like when he realised his phone went missing.
I would
Anyway,
recommend
Sticky Vicky.
Benidorm to anyone at once in their life.
Mhm.
It's the most British place in the world, but it's in Spain. Like, it's strange. It's like a little London in Spain, and it's just full of scummy white people.
Boom. Pick me.
Yeah. But, so there's a place called Tramp Chaplin's. That's yeah.
It's quite fun. I
So
like that.
it's got a picture of Charlie Chaplin above it, and they host a series of sex shows. So one of them is called Sticky Star. So Sticky Vicky is about 80 and she's dead, but her daughter now does the show, which is
Her
a weird
daughter?
Right, let honestly, I'll get on to this.
A farm well.
I was right,
So-
she had a Padawan.
Sticky Vicky, who's now dead, has passed on the fucking
Fire extinguisher.
pretty much,
or the lightsaber.
and her daughter now does this under Sticky Vicky. It's like Sticky and Sons.
Right.
Ken.
Oh no, limited.
Ken, it's a family business, but there's one
Just
called
a fucking transit van going by.
Some Bird in the Back.
Oh, quality.
But so there's one called Sticky Star, which is the one we went to see. But it's just like literally, you know how you get like people outside handing out fucking Jehovah Witness leaflets.
Right, yeah.
These are like, people come and watch the Sticky Vicky sex show, and we're like, all right, okay, had a few drinks in us. God, we went in there and it was just like 40 men with their video cameras out fucking watching this woman pull all sorts of things out of her vagina,
hope there was a
including
mop.
a whole pineapple.
Oh, what way?
So like
It's just gonna hurt either way. It goes.
it came out. So the green bit was on it and everything,
Oh fuck!
and that was up first. She took that out.
Why do people just have?
Please
like
say a cactus.
Not a cactus. Like, fuck.
Why do
like-
people just end up with a cupboard in their trousers? I don't know.
But I thought,
It's
like,
insane.
holy shit, that's a fucking big thing to have up there. She then proceeded to take about 30 other things out of there, including 3 rolls of bunting.
As you do. Everybody's got
Yeah.
yeah.
Party!
But like, I seen, she got a guy up and she put him on the ground and basically got him to fetch it out with his mouth. And the DJ's, he's loving this. He's like, oh, there you go, there's a fish supper for you and shit like that.
Probably our brother. I don't know. Allegedly. Probably was.
But he's like pulling out his bunting, and I thought, all right, there's a little bit coming out, and then it goes on, and there's meters and meters of this fucking bunting. She grabbed the guy's bottle of beer and fucking popped it open. There you go.
It's like the roughest pub of all
Do
time.
you know the thing? Do you remember there used to be a guy up Elgin High Street that used to blow fire?
Yes.
And have you ever seen people who blow fire?
Aye, like the rings and
Circus
stuff
or-
like that.
Yeah, so
Aye.
it's like little metal sticks, and it looks like marshmallows on the end almost.
right.
She had like 4 or 5 of these things lit, and they're look fucking hot. She's just stubbing them out on her fucking bits, and we're like, what's going on? So this
Spicy
ended, and we're like, holy shit, that was something else. And the boy was like, yeah, wait for it. There's a better show coming on next. I'm like, oh my god, how the fuck can you top that? Star Wars sex show.
Okay, I'm listening.
The lights went down, and it was
Shot
a
with a
Star
fuck.
Wars music. Star Wars music comes on, and I'm like, right, what the fuck's going on here? Out comes Darth Vader on a Segway, and he's got his cock out.
Oh.
And then out comes...
Was it red?
No.
he
This
going?
was just a guy dressed up. Out comes Princess Leia, and she's got nothing on her bottom half. She's on a Segway. And then the two of them, you can look this up on all sorts of dodgy websites, beginning with B.
Allegedly.
Started shagging on the dance floor on Segways, going around. Still, while like 40 odd guys are just standing and watching, and me and my missus.
Impressive.
Try to eat your dinner. Just for fuck's sake.
Some after dinner show. This like
Here's your prize. P45.
Oh shit! I pressed the wrong one. It was meant to be.
Meal for 2. What ahead of you?
I'll give you one.
69.
I'll give you one in a second for that, Ryan. So, to this day, the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life. This guy picks up this woman whilst he's on a Segway, standing 69s, whilst whizzing around a dance floor on a Segway. Tell me that any of you could even think of doing one of them things. Like,
Well, I can't fucking use a Segway for a start.
even in your chair, Jamie, could you fucking do that?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never tried.
Let's test it out.
Why did we just look
Wasn't
at each
even pressed for
other?
that.
He just looked at me and I just looked at him like,
like fucking dirty dancers.
oh, that was Nah, you're
yeah.
right though. Fuck. What the fuck?
So I then went into the toilets, and there's one of these.
Why did you go into the toilets, Lee?
Because I needed a piss. I needed a fucking piss, mate.
That's what they kept the Segways.
I needed a piss, so I went into the toilet, and there's one of them. I don't know what to describe them as. I'd say a toilet attendant who's from not from this area. Let's just say
Right,
that.
okay.
Other backgrounds.
Yes. I'm not getting us cancelled on 100.
No.
Tune in to the
I
second
will-
part of this on Rumble.
Yes, you've been
So the guy just started fucking firing aftershave onto me and shit, and I'm
Right.
like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not,
yeah.
I'm not needing this.
Mm.
And he was like, "Oh, can you give me money?" I'm like, I was fucking steaming. I'm pretty bad for like if I go past a homeless person in Aberdeen and I'm steaming, I'm like, "Here's 20 quid, mate." I'm like, and then Monday morning, I'm like, "I'm fucking skint."
Go back to the dude. Right, you. With your wet solution bag. You use that fucking money back.
And then you just leave saying,
Stay
So-
fresh, cheese bags.
He stole the man's dog. You take the man's dog off him.
Yes, until I get that 20 quid back, your dog's going to live with me.
But fucking during this, I somehow lost my phone. And I think of this guy in the toilet took my phone. Like,
oh, he lifted it.
but joke's on him because it's smashed to fuck and it only charges with a wireless charger. So that's in the fucking sea right now.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
So he's probably like a pickpocket. He probably does it all the time.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's probably part of his thing, innit?
I don't know if you have ever worked in a pub or that. I've not, but I can imagine there's a fucking shitload of stuff that's left in a bathroom over a
Aye.
weekend.
aye,
like,
Oh, aye.
It's usually of the powder variety.
yeah,
Then
And I
people
don't- I
can't
don't
change
necessarily-
their children because it's covered in powders.
pretty
It's
much.
not
Like,
Right.
there's no fucking allegedly about that, mate.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Powder in a bag by Johnston's.
But yeah, I don't think he necessarily pickpocketed it. I just think I put it down and he's been like,
Right.
"Okay,
Yoink.
thank you very much."
Right, because some of these fuckers, you do not know they've done it.
No,
They're
exactly.
so fucking good at it.
Right.
So
But yeah, no, that was Benidorm. But yeah, 100% get out there. It's like 900 quid for a week for a 4-star hotel.
Woofed.
Yeah,
Fucking right, man.
yeah, and that was for 2 of us.
See, you're
so-
literally cheaper going abroad now than you are going to a caravan park.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really,
fucking wild.
Jesus.
We were in we were actually in Nairn Caravan Park a couple of weeks ago. We don't really do entertainment or things like that at night time,
Yeah.
but it was good and it was
You do your own entertaining, right?
pretty much, yeah, pretty
Get
much.
segways out.
A meal for two, what ahead of you. 69.
She listens to the show.
She does.
That is a fucking
She does.
perfect.
Hopefully, I'm getting something tonight.
Allegedly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But have you any of you ever been to Nairn Beach?
You know, a long time ago.
Fucking
No, I
really,
haven't.
really nice beach. You wouldn't think it's a Scottish beach. It's fucking
Right.
huge. It's a white beach.
I've
It's-
seen pictures of that and it's fucking stunning, man.
yeah, really
Right.
nice beach.
Aye, they like glass bottles kicking about and
No,
yeah.
nothing like that.
So
Nothing
losses
like
for, man.
Do you want some podcast stats?
Yes, and then we'll get into the quiz that you've got.
Yeah. How many podcasts do you think you've done, Jamie? On the northeast corner, out of 100.
I don't know. I've not been here like for the whole time. So
Oh, it's been pretty stop-start this week. Because did you take into like the counting remote ones as well?
Yes, I did.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure. Honestly,
I literally went
couldn't
through
tell you.
everyone and listened to everyone's voices.
Okay. Okay.
I honestly
Uh,
could not tell you about it.
Have a guess.
17.
Aye.
Nah, it must be more than that.
Go
Jamie,
with, go
you're on
with
23 podcasts.
Right. Okay.
Well, now it's 24 now.
No, I've included tonight,
Oh.
and I've included the one you done with Jamie the other day as well.
All right. Okay.
So
God, this you're on the ball.
I am, mate. I am. Remember my stats? I kind of blew Kev away a bit, didn't I? I was like,
Mm. I
But-
suppose you've got to do this for the football journals now as well,
do,
right?
yeah.
So it's good practice.
Paul,
I'm 17.
12.
Oh, what? Fuck off.
12.
To be fair, you have had a few 6-month hiatuses in between there.
I've been,
12.
I've been working.
I know.
But yes.
I'm not criticising you for it. I'm just trying to explain why it might be
Yes.
12.
Obviously, Ryan's got 100. I've got 40. Sean's got 4.
Jesus,
Yeah.
And
And
he's-
Scott has actually got 2.
it's true.
Yeah. One is a co-host.
Is
Guest
that
co-host. That's one with Paul.
Aye, when
Right.
Lugs didn't include
You've got one with
invite him to
Lugs
his
and then one with Paul.
Oh, yes, with Lugs.
Yeah.
Apparently didn't invite him to his.
Aye, and he was
birthday
in
or
the
whatever.
profile picture for the
Yeah.
event, but
So-
didn't invite him.
I've got 23.
You get 23.
Right, Ryan.
We
We
need
need
to
to do some episodes next week. Or
we
something.
need to up these fucking
So I
numbers.
said
The first one that shall never be
technically
seen.
Paul has 13,
13.
but one's
Lucky for some.
one.
Aye. Well,
Um,
that would know.
Yeah,
Bad.
It's an unofficial episode. Technically, this is episode 101 if we were to count that one.
Subscribe to Patreon.
Yes,
please.
The editing's horrible, and we're really nervous. And Paul drinks 2 bottles of Mad Dog in the space of 25 minutes.
Yeah, just film that for an hour.
Yeah,
We did.
we did. We just didn't release it.
We couldn't
Fuck's
because
sake.
I would be in fucking prison for hate speech, probably.
You've got 512 likes on Facebook and 683 followers, which I think is fucking pretty cool.
That's fucking cool.
You said about 100 regular listeners.
Yeah, on all the platforms. 80 on Spotify and 20 across.
6 5-star reviews, just slightly behind on our podcast, but I'll not mention that.
We need to change this. This dude's ego is getting out of control with his shit.
We've had 5 different tables.
God, Tablegate, Jesus, because it was like, it was
A bar?
originally just, it was the mini tables and the couch and all
Aye.
that to begin with, and then the bar became a table, and then you recreated the table, but in the meantime we had your dining table in
Yep.
here. I think there was another table, and now we've got this one.
Now this one, 34 guests,
Woof.
which is fucking. Don't
Better-
think you've done a guest yet, Paul.
No, Jamie Acas, you're in for that one.
Yeah,
Mine.
So
'Cause
sorry,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
asked him why he
Steve,
was called Steve.
yeah. It was just Higgins decided it was called Steve.
It's always been Steve, isn't
There's only 2 non-explicit podcasts, and it's 56 and 70. 56 for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah.
Who was 56?
Set it up, fucking me.
It's it's a discussion of some sort, but there's no explicit mark on that.
There's no way I was on that one.
And 73, which is Richard Lochhead.
Aye.
All right, aye.
And I think that probably explains why he never ended up sharing the
No.
post, because he did say he was going to check the podcast.
Yeah. And then your podcast has been running for 844 days.
Woo.
So you've produced a podcast every 8.4 days.
That's good.
Fucking good.
Consistency is key, my friends.
And I thought that was pretty cool. Like, we've also had pro MMA fighters, pro boxers, pro wrestlers, a world record holder,
Mm-hmm.
someone in government, a black belt in Conan, sorry,
Taekwondo.
and we're away to get a second black belt in Shea.
Shay, yeah.
Scottish UK champions in their sport, other podcasters, chefs, musicians, and a shitload else.
And business owners and stuff. Like Ian.
Aye, of course.
Yeah.
He's
Glad
actually
He's
coming
coming on my
football,
podcast,
Yeah,
so
the
Aye,
football
nice.
journals, aye. And we're going to have to get that. Can be one of the episodes we can do, getting him back in here for a beer and that.
Yeah, well, I did say to him that we'd have to do another one, so.
So
that'd be good.
I got a quiz,
Okay, here we go.
but you have to answer last because you probably pretty much got half the answers already.
Okay.
Well, I'm fucked.
Wait. Let's introduce it properly.
Time for funk around and find out.
Okay, which guest has appeared most in the Northeast Corner, not including ourselves?
But you've kind of gave it away. You mentioned him in a start, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've already given you a second one as well. It was to the nearest 10. How many likes on Facebook? It's 512. What was the most popular episode ever? What's the most viewed episode ever?
Oh, I know what it is.
It was a beach bar story.
On YouTube, it definitely is. But
YouTube, I don't know about
I get to see,
Spotify, so-
yeah, because I'm the only one that sees analytics, so I kind of have to answer this one. It's Melissa's one, isn't it?
Melissa.
Aye, by far.
Yeah, it's up at thousands, isn't it?
Aye, and it continued through when I was producing
What
her
one's that?
pod.
Melissa.
So we went to see Melissa Braille, which is a personal trainer in Forest,
Mm.
and the
Oh,
numbers
yeah,
just
yeah.
do you know what? It gives you the demographic of the gender of the people that are listening to you and stuff like that, right? So to begin with, because obviously we were mainly having fighters, musicians, and it was just people we knew to begin with, and that it was mostly males. So it was 85% male audience. When we had Melissa on, the swing was that powerful that our female audience went up to 73%, and then it obviously
Aye.
leveled off.
Madness. Fucking
That's
madness.
fucking
Jesus.
quality.
And when I was looking at the
It's like
analytics,
fuck, we're all hot bits of kit.
I know, right?
We need to get a porn star on here. Female porn star. Allegedly.
Day
Sorry,
well,
I'm just
I think
having
it'd be
too
an
much fun.
interesting conversation.
I mean, where do we even find one?
I'll fucking find you one.
I'm not like Lana Wolf. She's rotten.
Who the fuck is Lana? What-
No, that's not a porn star. That's a wannabe porn star.
Yes.
Oh, I've got a
I've
few
seen her in a
pals.
few porn. I'd seen her in a few videos that would class her as a porn star.
I've got a few fans.
I've seen some weird
a few
videos.
fans. A few pals that do OnlyFans.
Kind of a few people on OnlyFans.
Right.
Where was I? Fuck, I've lost my train of thought. There we go. Northeast Corner bingo tick. But what were we just talking about? We're talking about
Melissa and females.
So when I was producing her podcast, right, I was getting, because I was like uploading them, I get to see the analytics for that as well, and it just kept, like I kept saying to her, like, do a Patreon, like, because even if it's just 10% of these people stay and pay like £3 a month or whatever,
Yep.
you know what I mean, you're making heaps. But she obviously has loads of programs, and that's the following she gets anyway. So you never
She's
know.
got an insane social media following.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's like 10,000 people follow her.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Aye.
unreal. But all her
Fucking right,
business and all that's on it.
I've got a few TikTok friends that have got decent followings.
That
Like,
is like
one
the
of my-
app to kind of get stuff.
Can-
out,
can-
isn't it? Anyway,
Yeah.
After
Let's keep
buying
going.
their effins and jeffins.
Who was the first guest on the podcast?
Oh, was it Chris Grant? No, it wasn't.
that was early days.
Was it
so-
me? Was it?
No, this is episode 4.
I was.
Oh, I know who it is.
I can't remember.
Because I
what
did
it
3 in a week, and I went backwards with it. So they actually came in to record last, but I'd already decided they were episode 4.
Fuck, I cannot remember.
Already been mentioned again, haven't they? So they've already been in a previous answer. Oh no, we didn't.
Wasn't
even reveal
Scotty? Was it?
it. Mhm.
No.
I don't know then.
Can I answer it,
Yeah.
Sean?
Yeah, it was Sean.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder what episode I was on.
8, I think.
Was it?
Aye, because I went Sean, Cameron, Finn, and then you and
Me and Hilly came in.
aye,
Aye.
the next week. Aye.
Who was the first
Amy
guest
Joe.
on the road? Because me and Ryan.
Oh,
I actually had to think about that myself. Because we just done a brief 3-month period where we were on the road for a
Aye.
couple of them.
would have been Melissa again, then, wouldn't it?
Melissa was the first one on the road, yeah.
And then, but we did a few because then Lockhead was the next
And what a
weekend.
house that was, mate.
Oh, aye.
What a house! Like I've been in some nice houses, but this was fucking awesome. Like I was like, holy.
But it was
shit.
icy as fuck. I thought I was going to drop not this one, but the original roadcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I was shit myself driving into a drive. I'm like, if I go into that fucking Range Rover, I'm just reversing out here and leaving.
I would have topped your beach bar one.
Fucking right, man.
We go back to make sure the car looks like it's been stolen.
So did she just do like online stuff then?
I
her job?
like personal training, so online.
Oh,
and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she's
person.
got like a program. It's called Shift in 6 that it's like sold out every time, and they just follow this group on Facebook, and she does workouts every day into it and things, and she also
Fucking
owns
right,
them
man.
also in that as well. But
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's meant to be really nice. I've never been, but
yeah, really good for food.
That's
We went
nice.
there. Who was the first guest in the new studio? That's
Oh.
a fairly recent one.
Oh, yeah. It's a
you're
music-
looking at me. Was
Yeah.
it me?
No,
No.
we're
Well,
not guests.
yeah,
Oh,
we're,
yeah.
we're regulars.
All right, aye.
It's a musician though.
Oh,
I'm fucking.
Had the preview clip with him playing guitar.
I can't remember his name.
Scott Ramsey.
Scott Ramsey.
Who was the first female on the podcast?
Oh, they're a world record holder. Be Rachel in it, Rachel Routledge.
Rachel Routledge. Yeah.
I did. What's her-
How many
I just
reviews
wanna
on
say-
Spotify?
Oh, I think it must be. I think it might be at 4,000.
Should I even be here? I don't know. I don't know. Fuck all.
Oh, I don't know fuck all either.
Is it 4,000?
It's 6
6,000.
reviews.
Oh, reviews. I think it
six.
said views.
Just 6.
Oh,
You
do that
didn't
to
give me your
troll
views
them.
number. I forgot to.
I think it must be. I think all time on Spotify and Apple, and that's like 4 or 5k.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got the YouTube one, which is probably around similar.
Yeah, I was also going to ask you to guess your numbers, but we've already done that. Yeah. I just thought I'd write down some. I like doing notes for podcasts.
God, that's fucking quality, man.
Yeah, the most impressive one for me is a podcast every 8.5 days. Like that's fucking outstanding. Like,
Hard at work, man.
Consistency.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that
Yeah, man.
was like obviously as well as working through a period of that and college and all that kind of shit as well. But it's been a good road though. Been a good, long, interesting road.
So a lot of people can get like sort of like it can be magic for them for a wee while, and then they get bored of it,
Aye,
and
get
then they
bored,
just kind
aye.
of slack.
Yeah.
But nah, you've not done that.
No, definitely not, man.
Yeah, and it's gonna be mad. Like this is the 100th time I'll be going into Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Like sort like an episode out. Well, actually, probably more than that because I've done a few of your episodes now as well. Haven't I?
Yep.
So
but you've done well, mate. You need to kick up the arse sometimes, like, but
mhm.
Nah, you fucking
yeah,
smashing it, man.
And now
absolutely.
obviously It's not just the room now. I mean, this is.
And then what? I was word that bad. What I mean by kick it up the arse is sometimes you were like, I don't want to do this anymore, and it's like you just need to keep this going. And you've got a good thing.
There's a couple of times he said that to me, and I was like, nah.
Well, I can actually break some news, and I've spoke to you about this a few times. So this is quite. I find this pretty surreal, right? Because we've kept the kind of guests local, which is a good thing, I think, right? Because I think a lot would be tempted to be like, let's reach out to this person to like try and obviously raise the profile of it, which I want to majority of the time keep it within Murray, because I think it's like there's not really anything that does promote what people are doing in Murray. Like if you think of some of the guys that we've like, one guy that we've we're actually going to his next fight. Fraser Wilkinson. I remember when he came in last November for like a 21-year-old, probably at the time, now 22. Yeah, we're just like holy shit, man! Like that is really refreshing to see such a young guy like just awesome. Know where he wants to go. Do you know what I mean? Especially at the moment where there is like a really big problem with like people not having any sort of direction and leading to like antisocial behaviour. Obviously,
people after don't know what to do with themselves. Like we asked ourselves, what were you guys doing at 21 years old on a Saturday night?
Horrors of cocaine.
That's a soundboard right there.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
In the pub. Like I was in the pub. Right. Everyone's in the fucking pub.
In the bar, I was out in a car doing
spinnies and stuff like that.
Silly things.
And this the guy's out fucking running. 10Ks.
Well, I did teach myself to write songs and stuff at that age. That's where I started. When I started.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I think I put it in the post that I put out on Facebook earlier. I was like, the one thing that I've taken away from this is like how many like awesome and talented people are in this area. Do you know what I mean? Like Smarty, who we're having, well, we will have spoke to again by the time this is out.
Edit that out.
Like I remember when he was turning up, I think it was episode 40, 50 something.
54, 55, something like that.
Like we were just outside waiting for him, and Lee's like, oh, I've got a note here about him boxing Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor was like the world champion at the time. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so these are like, obviously Aiden as well.
We're just away to have Shayon, who is the first guy from the UK to go over and win gold in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu national championships in Brazil. So he's won Brazilian nationals. So a guy from the UK has went over and beat a bunch of Brazilians at their own sport.
Not just a guy from the UK, a guy from Finhorn.
A guy from Finhorn, sorry.
Fair
and this is not like...
Is he vegan?
No offence to anything. This is not like a sport like karate where you're breaking boards. This is
definitely not.
A legit fucking...
Oh, that's pure violence.
It's a violent sport, and this is a guy I've known since... I'm not saying I've known Shane forever, because I've not, but I've trained with him since he was a white belt, and to see this guy doing shit like this, it's just, it's insane. But we said it before, how surreal was it to watch Aiden fight on the TV?
I know, right? BT Sport, and it was like, this is where the Champions League final shown and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And we're now a sponsor.
Aye.
We might see that podcast logo on the TV shortly.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be good exposure.
UFC Fight Pass in Newcastle. Yes. It'll just be a bunch of Geordies going, there's a podcast studio in Newcastle.
If not, I would start street fighting and whatnot. Just sell it for the sign on. Can't be punching people.
Aye. But no, it's here. Look, it's been... I know, like you were saying, like obviously sometimes this can be... I don't want to say it can be quite time consuming, because this isn't hard work. And I wouldn't pretend it to be otherwise. Even editing, like, cleaning toilets is hard work and stuff like that. So I don't want to be like, oh, it's really hard. But sometimes it can be like a bit time consuming, and
it's mentally it'll fucking drain you.
Aye,
just gotta batter through it, man. And you have done.
Things have happened in life and shit that have maybe had to sit back for a couple of weeks and just recompose things. But I'm actually kind of proud of that. I never realised that, like, the analytics. It's a bit mind blowing, that, you know what I mean? And here's to like many more. Like obviously, like the episodes are probably going to slow down a tad just because I've got other people coming in now and producing, and but I want to keep.
There's a new podcast in town.
Is it yours?
It is. It is.
But there's other people coming in as well now. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it is gonna. But this is what I like doing. Like, I just took this up as a hobby, and then like the next year I was like, certification in professional certification in editing software, and then made the documentary. Like, life has just came at me so fucking fast in this kind of aspect, really.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, because I know all of you have had a word with me and talked some sense into me when their husband moments
I've
were
never talked sense in 32 years, sire.
But like, obviously, like, you guys have all, helped out, whether it be helping me have guests on, or I know in the early days you helped pay for some of the equipment, Paul, and that, and then
Did I? Oh, yeah. Aye, sweet.
but even like when we got the extra pair of headphones, you paid for that so that we could all have headphones for today. So it's not just me; it's all of us. Obviously, I do a certain part of it, and
We've got a certain business to thank for our chairs, but we'll not mention their name.
Allegedly.
Is it Quickie?
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for playing that.
But
Name of your chair, don't it? Aye.
What a fucking stupid name, man.
That's fucking cool, though. Yeah.
No, it's been really enjoyable, mate. Like,
I hate this wheelchair.
I'm interested to see where the next 100 takes us.
Is it? We're gonna definitely have to do this at 200.
I want to get a sesh casting this year, just before Christmas.
I can't drink until February time.
Well, come on anyway.
Yeah.
Aye, but we're having one at Christmas still, though.
Aye.
So wait, are we doing a
fuck
Christmas one or a New Year
Aye.
one? Or
Probably just a Christmas one. Combine both.
I'm off between Christmas and New Year.
Aye. Well, the studio closes for Christmas 23rd, but like, I'm sure there'll be a free day where we can fit one in before then.
Depends what I'm working on the camp.
Aye, I'm sure you get a day off though at some point, right?
Well, over last Christmas, did 10 days, like Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and all that. But
No,
give me a
but
year
like
off,
there'll be a
but-
day off in December somewhere. It doesn't have to be like at Christmas. It can be like a week
yeah.
or so before.
Fuck.
We'll figure it out.
We'll sort something.
We better start planning now, because it took us 6 months to get this fucking date
Because this, and to be fair, when we did arrange this, it was all so last minute, really, when we just kind of realised, funk, Paul is working every other day, barring.
I genuinely was going to get a Northeast Corner tattoo and just unveil it on the pod.
I thought I said we should have just got them. I should have got Charlene down to fucking
just a wee one somewhere, Ken.
But here, like, it's not like, even though
It's not like that idea's gone.
no, it's like
no, it's happening.
but like
It's
like,
happening.
like I was saying, like, what I think is really cool from this as well is because we've all kind of organically like came onto it, like, started through me and you having a conversation in the beacher, and then after you and Jamie Hill came on, then you started coming on more, and then you came on that one time and we had Kev on because you kind of set that up as the middleman, and then kept coming on, and now everyone's kind of away doing their own thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you were mentioning you were thinking of starting a podcast, and you've got the music and all that, and you've now started a podcast, and I would like to get back to doing a bit of like not remote, but like some interviews myself, just because I think it's good for, like, I used to be like really anxious like talking to people, and I still get like anxious before actually doing it, but when I'm doing it, there's something that's using like the social skills. I know it sounds a bit vain because they've got the cameras and everything, but
That's my social skills, right?
Definitely.
Aye.
Paul's best friends.
Yes.
but it's just it's cool to see, because I think it's not only just obviously like gave me like a new kind of wow, like this is something I'm really good at and I actually love, but it's obviously helped. I wouldn't say helped, but it's like encouraged other people to go and do their own thing just from coming on, and because being in front of the camera or a mic like this for the first time, it's a bit of a big deal, isn't it? It's just like it's something that's foreign. So
But I remember you would never have done this,
mhm.
and then obviously to see you now, Ken, it's great. But
That's fucking banging.
Ironically,
Yeah.
back then I did actually do something like this, but it wasn't with like the cameras, and it was very lower budgeted compared to this. I remember we had one as well, but we had to buy the shittiest USB microphone to see, and then just all fucked up. So I said, if I'm going to do it this time, we'll do it properly. And I think I can speak authentically when I say we've done it properly this time. So I'm kind of interested to get everyone else's kind of favourite moments from doing this, and like any moments. Just
Yeah, I think I'm always going to go back to the Aidan Stephen rant. I don't think I've ever seen someone call out a business, like just a franchise like that.
yeah.
But I'm desperate to meet the guy Ian Barber,
The vampire.
the vampire.
A bit
'Cause
jumpy, is he?
I've never heard somebody described as a fucking vampire before, and I did enjoy that insult.
What was it he said? He grasped on
So
himself.
he basically grasped on himself. So he says that he'd come in one day screaming at the boss saying, "Oh, so and so was driving in here at 40 mile an hour and it's a 5 mile an hour speed limit." And he was like, "How do you know that?" "Because I was behind him at 30 mile an hour." Sorry, the guy just grasped himself in at the same time just to be a cunt. Okay. But yeah. You've got it on Facebook. There's been some rants about Shivas since and things like that. The banana video has made a resurface.
I still think the fucking.
I don't think I want to fucking see
Well,
that, or dare.
No, it was.
No.
He just photoshopped someone. Like someone was eating a banana. He photoshopped it back and forth to make it look like.
There was, yeah.
Alright,
Mhm.
no.
But he'd been doing this for weeks.
Yeah.
He'd been doing this for weeks. Like, on
And
his
like you said, it
Facebook
wasn't a
every day.
random attack. It was one of his best mates.
It was just like his mates on Facebook going to eat a banana, and it was just going back and forth and back and forth. But he was like,
That old
you've got people
chestnut.
like in there fucking doing coke on nights out and shit like that, and he gets fucking sacked for a banana video, you know?
That's rough as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Aye.
I think the funniest Facebook post he's put up is when he put on that long spiel about there's a boy that comes to training that always brings his motorbike, and Aiden's like, he's a good troll, he's a good wild man at times. So Aiden thought it would be a hilarious idea. So when the guy turned up to training and left his motorbike outside, Aiden would go out on the bike naked and pose in a photo and send it to him. Right? So
That's
he's seen the motorbike,
As you do.
you know, into his birthday suit, got on the motorbike, took the photo, got back into the training dressed, only to find out the guy that usually comes on the motorbike wasn't at training tonight and it wasn't his motorbike.
Oh fuck! His sweaty wee cheeks all over that fucking saddle.
We had him on. He's the best podcast guest ever. He brought us fucking whiskey and signed gloves, and I'm like,
Yeah.
has Lee overplayed my autism here or something? Like, how have we managed to get this? It's like it's so bad. If he isn't in front of a camera and a big fuck off microphone, he just cannot speak. It's
But
so
this
bad.
wasn't a bottle of whiskey bought from Tesco.
No, this was like.
This was drawn out of a cask somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking right, man.
And in an unlabeled bottle, and some of the finest
Cleric.
whiskey you will ever taste in your life.
Because he does
Brunick.
Whiskey Thunderboy. He's got a
Brunick.
whiskey collection. He raffles them off and
He
that,
does.
doesn't
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed that one. Trying to think of anything else. That's probably been my favourite. Probably wrestling versus wrestling. We had a good bit of
he? A good bit of shit talk between
yeah.
them.
That group chat got heavy before.
You seen?
Fucking Doug wearing a fucking like 1995 WWF belt, saying he was going to smack the shit out of fucking Bradley and stuff. And
Yes.
And then he was asking, can we do like a bit where because the table was going, I was like, oh, can we put him through the table? And I was like, well, actually, maybe not. Like that seemed, I mean, it wouldn't even break because it was a bastard to get it apart. But anyway, story for another day.
This table's pretty solid.
Oh yeah, yeah. It wasn't this
That-
one. It wasn't
that
this
would
one.
hurt.
And that was the other one that was made out of the bar on it.
Aye. Aye. What about yourselves? Any kind of particular memorable favourite moments from the shenanigans that we've done?
I enjoyed Paul's garlic bread rant.
That boy was just fucking on something, man. Was it me that ordered the fucking garlic bread with a fish? The cunt said, "Oh, you upset my sister." I was like, "Is it my sister? Your fucking wife? Piss off." Aye, he was just a fucking bumhole.
Well, you've had some good laughs at me with my fucking gaffes, if you will. I remember the seagull episode where I was like, "Oh, last week I seen a fucking seagull with a broken ring outside." He just fucking
Did you
loses it.
fucking
Meant to
break
say
it?
broken wing, obviously.
Did you fucking break it? How'd you go, bit of bread and a fucking bit of fishing hook or fishing line? Take your ring.
Do you know what? When I went back and edited that episode, right? There's bits that sometimes I haven't like. This is better with the headphones because you get to hear everything and nothing gets like
Yeah.
talked over.
Yep.
And there was a bit in that where I'd seen a seagull a few years back like pull a crate of style out of a bin and eat the cardboard, right? And
Yes.
I remember like I hadn't heard this at the time, but when I was going back and editing that episode, I just heard, I wouldn't like to be hit with that shit. And then I realised, oh, the cardboard coming out, right.
A shit full of cardboard for fucking 30 metres up.
I once seen a seagull eating a like half alive rabbit.
Oh,
Fucking things like rib cage was hanging out and it was just lying there. It couldn't move and the seagull's just fucking eating away at it.
here's the thing though.
They're hungry bastards.
They're done in these streets at the moment.
There's
none of them about.
Jesus, it's like
Bird flu
it's
has
like the
conquered
fucking
all.
Somme out there just now. They're
Yeah.
all over the place, man.
I remember seeing a seagull go into a shop, steal a bag of Monster Munch, and then just fuck off. And I went, if that was me, I'd be arrested. Or some shit. And he gets away with it. Who's that?
Can we just go start stealing crisps and identify as seagulls?
Do you think, Jamie, do you think it's just some guy with a trained seagull in his house? Like, go and get me a fucking bag of crisps.
Either that, it's like a fucking AI seagull.
Fancy a wee fucking bag of Monster Munch off in the shop, you flappy cunt.
The boy's got his bedroom window open, waiting for it to come back.
Seagull just sits in the shooter and feeds him the Monster Munch. Fuck those.
The boy's outside with a fucking falcon glove, waiting for him to come back.
Fucking gull glove.
Gull glove.
A gulve. I don't know.
What about yourself, Jamie? Any moments that stand out?
I really like talking about the mob and that, because
Yeah,
I
man.
don't get to talk about the mafia with a lot of people. So, like, because everybody I ever speak about the mafia with, they don't give a shit.
Mm.
They're not interested in it.
Yeah.
So, to kind of get to sort of look into it a bit more, and that was much better to actually speak about it. But the UFO one was alright.
Yeah,
We could
that
have
was
done
awesome.
another one, I think.
Still can.
Aye.
Fucking love a UFO. I love a conspiracy theory. I
Aye,
love all
same.
that shit.
What's your favourite conspiracy theory? Don't get into it, but what's your favourite conspiracy theory?
UFOs.
I'm
UFOs.
going to go with
UFOs.
I was going to say 9/11, but
My favorite one, because I remember I used to go through like top 10 ones to have like a few laughs at some of them, right? Because some of them like I could see being real, right? But like there was one that said the Iranian government had Michael Jackson killed.
What the fuck? Why?
Didn't really give an explanation. It was just the headline.
My favourite conspiracy theory, and there are genuinely people out there who believe this, that the Queen was a lizard.
Aye.
Have you seen
Was
that?
it
Like,
fucking-
yeah.
I like shapeshifters and shit.
Aye.
Yeah.
That's like,
Like
who was it?
reptiles.
David Icke.
Was it fucking Groom Lake or something? To go
Do you know
Aye,
David Icke used to be on
Aye,
BBC.
51.
BBC?
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
I fucking only found this out recently, and he was
Aye.
on like
David
BBC
Icke.
used to have a thing called
Aye.
Grandstand on a Saturday, and he was like one of the hosts of
Yeah.
it. Fucking unreal.
David. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
David Icke.
Did you know he used to be on the BBC?
Oh, David Icke.
Yeah, like a presenter on the BBC.
Aye, like
Was he a
until, like,
paedophile as well?
Yeah, fucking.
Well, a bit of conspiracy, I suppose.
Aye, but conspiracy theories, I'm all for them, eh? Like, I just kind of like
yeah.
to... I like to hear people...
I don't like people that get fucking mad with them though. They think everything's a conspiracy theory. Like,
every single thing.
yep.
I like people... I bet you're right, though, eh? People talking about, like, the fucking royal family or lizards and shit.
Right.
Like, I don't know about that, like...
It was like I used to
Princess
speak to a
Diana
guy,
as
and I
well.
actually genuinely had to stop speaking to him because you couldn't speak to him about anything, and he'd be like, "That's a fucking conspiracy theory, and here's how." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Cunt's got a fucking World War One fucking purification tank in the back garden. It's like,
Aye.
the water will turn me gay and all that shit.
Aye. Fucking tell me like there's verses of the Bible that say that fucking World War II happened and shit, and it's like, why the? I don't give a fuck, mate. I really don't give a fuck. They both happened.
I've not even read the Bible. Probably beige. I don't know.
Christ. All the Mormons storm the studio next week.
Oh,
It's like the starting of, like, the
Fiddlesticks.
human race and shit that I get interested in, like, how it
Aye.
was started and that.
So if any of you seen there's a podcast on Spotify channel called Oh What a Time.
No, I've not heard about this.
So they basically, it's three comedians. They've got the famous Welsh comedian, fucking can't remember his name.
Rod Gilbert.
No,
Mark Watson.
no.
That's the only two Welsh comedians I know.
Yeah, but
I can't remember. It's going to fucking. There's a few of them anyway, but they pick like a period from time, and they've got this section on it, and it's called the One Day Time Machine. So let's play One Day Time Machine. If you could go back to one day in history, anything, and they play it as in you could be anything. You could be a fucking coffee table in the 1600s or some shit. Okay.
that sounds terrible, actually.
You could pick
does.
one thing to go back to. What would you go back to? I want to see how the fucking pyramids are built. Like,
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Oh, it would be pretty cool.
I'd like to just go fucking partying in the 1980s. Because the music was class, the chicks were tidy, and it was just magic.
some
Just
random
like class.
fucking ecky rave in the 90s, underground fucking hanging Mr. Blobby's house.
I would.
Main road.
Did you hear about Mr. Blobby's house? Like, so there's a fucking Blobby land down in England, but obviously Blobby in the mid-90s just disappeared. And it turned into an underground rave scene in Blobby's house. You imagine fucking coming up on Eckies and you're in fucking Mr. Blobby's house. You'd be fucking
yellow
out.
dotted.
Yeah, you'd be out of the fucking
Sausage comes at you.
I was a big fucking Mr. Bobby fan when I was a baby.
He used to scare the shit out of me.
I
He used to
loved
come
it.
out and just
Fucking still does.
Just be aware we are about to hit the hour-and-a-half mark in a
Yeah.
second. So,
Yes.
did we all say one? I don't think I was.
Yeah, what's your favourite?
I would. It doesn't have to be. There could be a few times I could pick here, but I'll just give the situation. I would love to be in
Is it
like
1945?
the situation room at the CIA about many things. One of them being
Bin Laden.
that how they started the kind of security state with all the Patriot Act, the JFK thing. I would love to have found out what really happened there.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So someone along the lines
Somebody
of
said that on the podcast. They said they'd have a camera set up on the fucking hill in the whatever room it was it
Aye.
was shot from. Jamie, what are you going for?
I don't know. There's so many I can't pick, to be honest. I mean, the pyramids would be mad. Going back to the 80s, going back to the 90s. 1996 at Main Road, seeing Oasis, stuff like that.
Yeah. Paul, Viking. Raven and
Maybe.
Murd.
You'd make a fantastic Jack Sparrow.
I'm a fan of pirates.
What about that's a soundboard for the future. Just you going, I'm a fan of pirates.
I'm a fan of pirates.
What about the day that?
Somalian pirates.
What about the day
Look at me, I
before?
am the captain now.
What about the day before? The day that the guy that invented Mad Dog thought about it, so you could think about it and claim it as yours.
If I gave him all the ingredients and stuff, aye.
No, it's true.
No.
Well, is there not
I'm-
ingredients on the bottle?
No, it's a fuck.
No.
You cannot make this in a
Flavoured
jail
grape
cell
wine
toilet.
based product.
It's fucking
The
nice.
thing that's always like the thing that gets me about that is it's got a fucking gold bling chain on it.
I know, makes me feel gangster.
It has a staffy. It also owns a staffy.
Yes, I
Right.
don't know this stuff, but
We are at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
You will be. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing the cake. Is that? I don't even. Is that in
Yes.
shot? Are we in shot? Can you show that to the camera? He brought a cake.
We've
He
got a wee
got all the
100.
stops.
100.
yes.
Thank you very much for joining us for the first half of this venture.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
I know you've got obviously got to get back
Yeah,
for work and shit
I'm
tomorrow.
literally just home from work, so I'm going home to get food and get my bed for work again.
Yeah. Had a good time though.
Yeah, always, mate.
Good.
Always.
It is down to us three to take it home. What we're going to do is we're going to have like a 10 little intermission.
Yes.
Probably like
Cheeky smoke.
Yeah, a wee cigarette.
Cheeky.
I'll just let everything cool down as well. Switch everything off and then turn it back on again, and then it might be time to. You know what time it is?
fuck
you
around
hear
and find out. No,
this.
fuck around.
Funk around
Welcome to
and
Northeast
find
Corner
out.
after hours.
The shit's gonna get dark.
So I'll do some smooth
In
editing.
comes Sticky Vicky.
Yes.
I'm fucking
Where's
saying,
that fire extinguisher gone? Oh, there it is.
Paul, what are you taking that segue out for?
Yes. Oh, meal for two, a hairy view, 69.
You want me to take?
Does it,
safe to
did
take?
anyone know if that was the soundboard or legit there? Because I couldn't tell.
No, that was it.
But right, anyway, I'll do some smooth editing and we'll transition to when we're back. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Part 2 of episode 100. Is it time?
Is it time for funk around? Is it time for funk around and find out?
I think it might be time for
Time for funk around and find out.
the roadcaster has said it. It must be true.
It has to be. Well, I correct my. phone
Indeed.
to-
So we have tested the method of. You remember how 141 used to come up with a private number?
Yeah.
That is still the case.
Oh.
But
It's
we,
still a legitimate thing.
the thing is, who are we going to? Oh, that's channel 4, Bluetooth. There we go.
Right. Well, 2 seconds. One, I need to sort this fucking hat out.
So Lee is now away home, and it is the three of the four horsemen to bring it home. Last hour and a half.
The Three Musketeers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking sort this.
Right. Okay.
out.
Well, we'll see. I don't think we've not even addressed it. So there's Paul trying to audition for the Pet Shop Boys.
Addressed what? When I dressed, fuck off. I was just that's just my normal attire, man. It's just I can't bit.
That's so you, innit?
It is. It brings out your personality.
It's because of my rainbow helmet person. No, like no, go to the doctors if you've got a rainbow coloured fucking helmet.
Can you just squint at that camera and make sure it has like a red record on the top of the screen, if that makes sense?
What am I doing? Sorry.
Just like don't touch it. Just look,
Okay.
and then at the top of the screen, it should like have.
Oh, in the middle.
Like rec in red letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
we're recording.
that's right.
Boom.
I said, "Oh, I've got my Elton John glasses on because I did." But
Right. Who you thinking? Who we phoning?
hold on. That sounded brutal. I do apologise. Right, the old Bluetooth.
Let's phone Mrs. Key.
Joan. Oh, I loved her.
Joan.
You know, what have I got? I've got Roadcaster,
Aye.
Vauxhall
Roadcaster.
Insignia, Cleefbox 9000. So I named the speaker at work.
Connected for audio and calls. The world is our oyster.
It really is, isn't it?
Break out
fuck.
the contact list.
All right.
Don't mind me just doing magic tricks over here.
Right. Contacts. And we shall. Did anybody like a spin? No, I went to the same place as last time. I'm not phoning myself. Who the fuck's? I don't know.
Should we just go through the ones you don't know?
Yeah.
Well, I've got Rumana.
Who is that?
Absolutely fucking no
Is
idea.
it time to...
Time for funk around and find
I can
out.
just picture you giving your number to some random person. Absolutely, Stephen.
100%. Fuck's Rumana.
Romana.
Romana?
Is that?
Should we investigate here?
No, fuck it. We'll funk around. We'll funk around and find out.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you have this conversation. I'll mute me and Jamie's mics so that she can't hear me.
Oh, I've got a date. I thought you were doing it.
What am I meant to do? I don't know who this person is.
Neither did I.
That's the whole point about it. Funking
Ah.
around and find out. We're going to find out who she is. It's you that's got her number.
Fuck.
And then I suggested the
I need to put the...
the call to Thingamabobber about the 31,000. Aye.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do Johnny, man. I'm not phoning some random fucking called Rumana. Might end up in jail. Who the fuck's I'm Food? What about a contact that says I'm Food?
What the fuck? I'm food.
That's definitely a number.
What time is it?
It's 8:30.
It's only 8:30.
8:30. Right.
Mm.
So
Kitchen will just be closed, yes.
so
John-
if
Johnny Chops.
well, is it believable if I say that I'm calling from MFR Evening Time, Rick Roletto, with the competition of the chance to win £31,000 by naming 31 flavours of crisps in 31 seconds? Could he fall for that?
Oh, 100%. He's flustered as fuck as it is. Right.
Where did I ever hear that? Maybe you told me that. You
I think
this
it was,
before?
it was Mikey Forrester who did a prank call.
Yeah, that
31
was
flavours of crisps in
That
31
was it.
seconds. Shout out to Forrester. I'm totally stealing his kind of prank call ideal here.
Yes. If you could type that into your phone, then I'll just put the 141 in front of it. Because I don't know how. Can I do that? No. I don't know how modern technology works. I'm a fucking dinosaur.
Right, are you sure you want to do this? Because you
Yeah,
were
fuck
saying
it, I don't
before,
care.
before you came on, you were like, this might destroy him.
Sorry?
It's all right.
It's always alright, man.
Right. Let me get my keypad up.
I'm not going to just blot his number out in the. I could, fuck it. No.
Okay, I've got it.
Right. L keypad. 141. Cool.
Are we actually going to do this? I don't trust your judgment.
Tough shit. It's happening. Oh wait. Oh.
Hello.
Hello, is that Johnny?
Yeah, speaking.
This is Rick Roletto from MFR. You've been entered into a competition by one of your colleagues, Paul Shaw.
Oh, hi. Yeah.
So, Paul was saying that you're after a new car, Johnny. Is this correct?
I love a new car. Yeah.
So, what the game that we're playing tonight is we're playing Can You Name an Odd Number of Things in an Odd Number of Seconds to win an odd amount of money. Hello?
Okay.
So what the game is, I'll run you through the game. So we've got
Okay.
sound pads. So everyone that you get right, you get a air horn. And anyone that you get wrong, you get crickets. Did you hear that,
Okay.
Johnny?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, right. So the game is that you have to name 31 flavours of crisps in 31 seconds to be in with a chance of winning £31,000.
Okay.
Okay, I will give you a countdown, Johnny. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, off you go.
Cheese and onion prawn cocktail, ready salted, cheese and chive, marmalade, Marmite. What else is there? Salt and vinegar, cheese and onion, barbecue.
10 seconds, Johnny. You're at 17.
17. Oh God. I don't know anymore off the top of my head.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
It was a good effort, though, my friend. We've had three
Yeah,
people
no
on here
worries.
tonight, and they've only got to 12, so 17 is a good effort, the best effort so far.
Okay.
Thank you for taking part. Such a good participant. We've actually just got one last message before you go, if that's okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Brilliant. I'll just play it now.
Here's your prize, your P45.
Hey Johnny.
Hello. That was a hoax. You bastard.
You fucking did good though, man.
You are a bastard. I thought it was MFR.
Ah, you fucking legend, man.
Oh, man.
Please don't sack me.
You put me on the spot, mate. So he packed the Chris. I was like, what the fuck?
That was pretty impressive.
Johnny, you did really well, man. Honestly.
If I was 31 grand, I
Yeah.
would give it to you.
Yeah.
Never
it's
tried
a-
marmalade
Hell.
crisps.
Well, I said marmalade. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, fucking love you, man.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
But yes, you're now part of episode 100 of the podcast.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay? We just thought we would.
Yeah.
We've got a new kind of little game show that we're playing called.
Time for funk around and find out.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Paul nominated you, and I was unsure whether we should do it or not because I thought if you actually do this, what am I going to say? Because then I would be in debt to you by 31 grand.
Yeah. That's all right then.
No worries.
That's all right. No worries.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Johnny.
No worries. Cheers.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye, driver.
Marmalade.
I couldn't believe he was doing it. I was like, he must know this is a troll.
No.
It just makes me want to do more now.
Oh, I'm just gonna get sacked.
And then I was
Fuck
like,
it.
and
He's
then
a good sport.
He
He
is,
really
yeah.
is. No, he's a good fucking dude.
And then I was
Yes.
like, every time I forgot to do the air horn, every time he got one right, I was like, shit, how many has he said? I think it was 17. I was trying to keep count without
I lost-
fucking pissing my pants.
I lost count at fucking 6.
It's when he went marmalade. I was like,
I was like, is that a crisp flavour?
Marmite, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
Marmite.
yeah, maybe that's what you meant, yeah.
well,
I
it's
remember
about-
Marmite flavored crisps.
He just went for it, he was just like, cheese and onion.
Oh, he's going to be fucking devastated, man.
That's funny.
How's he
though.
going to be devastated?
Well, because what he did, they went into with fucking noised them up.
He seems like he's a good dude, man.
He is.
Would he genuinely be pissed off at that, or?
No.
Oh well, that's the main thing.
I'll find out tomorrow. I'll funk around and find out tomorrow when I go into work. He just comes in, there's your fucking P45, you prick. Well,
That was class.
I can't believe it. I was like in utter shock. I was like, he knows. He must know.
I put him on for one before it.
No, I know, but I thought like he'd be like, oh yeah, sure, Paul's put me in for some kind of competition. And then I played the air horn and I was like, maybe he'll be like, oh, it is actually a radio show.
Aye.
And I guess it is in a way, but
Yeah.
I'm better luck next time, Johnny. This is going to be the preview clip. This is going to be the preview clip for one. I'm going to do a couple, so we'll have the soundboard, and that'll be. I can't believe that's just happened. I think we need a few moments time to reflect on that.
No. Well, we're on this high of funking around and find out. Let's just do a few others.
Right.
I actually think we need to do more.
Okay.
Right.
Rick Roletto.
Spin the wheel.
I'm gonna have a. I'm gonna,
Contacts
I'm
you
gonna have a
have.
quick look through my contacts, and we might have some. We might have.
I've got a contact called Dog Charity. I'm trying you, we do, huh?
No, I don't doubt your phone.
Shit, who my fucking phone? Who the fuck's Dave? God, I suppose it would have found out. We did, yeah. I've got Dr. Fred, who's my psychologist. But yeah, I've just one called
Dr. Fred.
the dog.
So that was
Charity.
a
Dog Charity.
that was quite a successful start to funk around and find out.
That was
we funked
amazing.
around and we did find out. He had a
fucking
fucking quote name in the crisp.
Fucking dead.
I was like, shit, he's getting pretty close.
I've a contact called Blonde.
Do you think Mike would do it?
Oh my god! If he's not working, that would be the perfect person to do it with.
Yes. Yes. Right.
If you told him you were NASA and we're looking for astronauts, he would sign up.
I'm looking for Mikey Dodgy.
Mike's a legend. He'll go for you.
fucking
He
is.
wouldn't-
Oh, maybe he does it though. We're gonna have to set the threshold too high so he doesn't get it.
Yeah. Because he'll do it. He knows crisps.
Yeah. Is that it? Jamie? Have you got his most recent number to correlate with Paul? Because that might be a few years old. That
I
one,
don't
isn't it?
know. I've got a Mick, I've got a Mike, I've got a Mikey, I've got a Mikey Ball, I've got Mikey B, I've got many other.
Got that one.
No, it's a different number.
No.
Is it?
It's the same number, yeah.
Oh, I so it is.
He's not changed his number.
No.
No.
To be fair, I've not changed my number in fucking 20 years.
I haven't changed it in a while either.
Would he be a good sport to do it? Would he take
Yeah,
it in good
yeah,
humour?
he would take it well.
Okay.
Yeah, like if he hears my voice and Paul's voice, he'll be buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll mute you again when we do phone him. Who will I say that's who spoke to him more recently? Maybe you, would it?
Yeah, me. Probably.
I'm going to
me.
say that you've nominated him then because
yeah, I've
if
not spoke to him in a while.
Yeah.
right.
Unless he's watched as a podcast, he knows your voice. But I don't know if he does because
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I fucking don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
But what do you do? What do you do? Your assistance again, sire, for the old.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I hope everyone's enjoying this.
I fucking am.
I was so nervous for that first one. I was like, I'm going to
What?
funk this up.
Nah.
Right, let me see
Oh.
it.
Shit, yes.
Why do I have a name on my phone called Dave Chong?
David Young?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Dave Chong. Then do you know who that is?
No.
Smoke, maybe?
I would have been
don't know.
steaming. I would have been steaming
Right.
when I got this number.
Right. We're ready to go.
No idea
sir.
who it is.
What shall I address him as? Mike or Michael?
Michael.
Michael, huh?
Right, fucking no, I've only gone and done it. Fucked it. keypad.
I'm just wondering if he's working. I hope he isn't.
The suspense as we go into another round of.
Time for funk around and find out.
We're going.
Hello.
Hello there, is that Michael?
Hi, it is.
Hello there, Michael. It's Rick Roletto from MFR. You've been entered into our daily competition by your friend Jamie.
Jimmy Reed.
Yes. He's entered you in with a
Aye.
chance to win £31,000. Are you willing to take on the challenge?
Aye.
Okay, I'll run you through what the game is, Michael, before we start. The game is we want you to name an odd amount of things in an odd amount of time. So today's topic is, can you name 31 flavours of crisps in 31 seconds for the chance to win £31,000? Now, when you get one right, I will play the air horn sound like this. And if you get one wrong, there's crickets. If you say the same flavour twice, it does not count, Michael. When I will let you know when there's 10 seconds left to go, and I'll give you a countdown before you start. Are you ready?
Aye, you boy.
Okay, best of luck, my friend. 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Right, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, ready salted, smoky bacon, tomato ketchup, pickle onion, prawn cocktail, marmalade as well.
15 seconds,
Tomato
Michael.
ketchup. Smoky bacon.
5 seconds, Michael.
I think here and there. I can't think anymore. Trying to think off the top of my head.
Oh, what an attempt, though, Michael. You got 18 flavours. That's the best we've had tonight. Such a great
Really?
effort, dude. Yeah, we had the first person could only name 10. The second one named 17. You've just beat that by 1. So we do have a little consolation prize for you for being top spot so far in the evening. And we've actually got a message as well, and we'll play you it just now.
Here's your prize, your P45.
All right, Mikey G.
What's up, man?
Here, man, that was pretty impressive.
That was fucking good. Hello, Mike, by the way. It's Paul.
Something.
Welcome to the
Fucking-
Northeast Corner, Mike.
Yes.
What it is, Mike? We've started a new game show for episode 100, and it's called
Time for funk around and find out.
where we phone people and, basically have a bit of a laugh. But thank you for being such a good sport. You actually did really well. I was getting quite worried I was going to have to owe you £31,000 in the end.
Nah, you've been a good sport, Mike. Spot on, buddy.
Fucking legend, man.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much, dude.
Right.
Cheers.
Love
ya.
you.
Catch you later. Bye.
He said marmalade too.
I know that's two
Someone
people now.
Google this.
Is
That's-
a fucking
That's
flavour?
going to be
Nah.
That's going to be the
No
cue.
way that's a
That's
flavour.
the poll in episode 100. Are marmalade crisps acceptable?
Unless like the co-pair or something's done like a.
I don't know, some sort of weird thing. So it was a seaweed crisps I got, the Peking duck ones. Fuck me, they're good.
Really?
They are fucking banging.
I've never had them.
Oh, I'll
Right,
go through.
who's next? We've still got an hour and 10 minutes. We could still go.
Fuck.
Time for funk around and find out.
It's always time for funk around and find out.
Yes.
Who else? Because to be honest, like so far, I think it's just because the mic sounds so basic. It probably does sound like a radio show.
Oh,
My EQ skills have worked out tremendously.
I know I've got a face for radio.
Should we just keep going with the crisp flavors? I feel like I should maybe mix it up.
Oh
but
no, I think we should keep with the crisps. My dad will just call you something racist.
A lot of the people that I know, though, like they already know I do this.
yeah.
So
When he said When he said Jamie Reed, I was like, oh, he's gonna go.
Yeah.
No,
he's
no,
gonna-
no.
Oh, they were fuck with other Johnny at work.
Is he working as well?
No, he's
Oh,
not
so he
today.
doesn't know, right?
He does
Okay.
not know. Right. Yes.
All right, here we go.
He does not know. However,
I actually had a timer for that last one.
I know I spied that. Was it?
Oh, taking this too seriously.
Or why
Right.
don't we just offer people
Here,
31
Mike.
packets?
Mike rattled off it in fucking flavours.
I was getting
Something
more.
impressive there.
The boy likes a crisp.
He does.
Oh,
So
to be
do I,
fair,
though.
I love a crisp.
Yeah,
I
as
love
well.
a crisp.
How many crisps do you reckon you could go through if you didn't have to stop? Like
All
until you
of
got
them.
full.
I wouldn't want to know.
I'd probably go through 30 packets. I'm not gonna lie.
I really like. I think is it 18 or 24 packs? I will quite happily tam one.
Oh, he's...
I
See, like,
I
I...
Okay.
couple hours.
Ready to go, man.
I'm not even joking, man. I am a fucking fiend.
They're
for a crisp.
they're moldish though. I like crisps are kind of like an addictive thing for me anyway.
Crisps are my crack.
I still can't believe this is working. I'm getting quite fond of this game now. We're gonna have to change it up every time though, and I've got to make a new radio presenter name every time because they'll catch on to Rick Roletto.
I don't know. It can be bum. I don't know. Bum roulette.
Bum Roletto.
Just call yourself the Swiss roll from the radio. But, sorry. Concentrate. No, I'm trying not to.
Okay.
We're on. We're on for a John. Our second John of the night.
Welcome to the O2
Oh.
messaging service. The person you are calling is unable to take your call.
Will we leave a
Leave
message?
your message after the tone. To re-record your message.
Okay.
Right. It was on the hump. Oh.
Right. Who else we're going for?
There you go, Jamie, dude.
As I say, most people will know, but
No, I'm going for people that I know. Yeah.
We'll do.
Fuck Samba.
We'll try do 2 more.
I don't know who half of these people are in my phone book.
Should we explore that eventually as well and figure out why all these? This is a good because we've got plenty of those names.
I don't know. I've got. No, I've fucking heaps of cunts I could phone.
Who would take it in good faith? This is a good thing to keep in mind.
Somebody that wouldn't come down and shoot us.
Preferably.
So Amber's off the fucking list.
Right.
And Mian's off the list.
Oh my god. Good. She might actually. By the way, did you remember seeing that video a few years back? You know how Nikki and Scott Mean go follow games in Europe
Yeah.
with Celtic and that? Do you ever remember the time they found the fucking security guard that was wearing a Hibs t-shirt?
Yeah. You know what's mad about Mihan though? He could go all over the world and he knows someone everywhere.
I know.
Everywhere he
I don't
goes.
know how he does it.
I don't know how he does that. He knows someone everywhere he goes.
Have you got Mean's number? Do you reckon he would clock on?
I was just looking at butcher's numbers, but yes, I should have.
Do you reckon he would do it? Or do you reckon he's too?
No, no. I think it's pretty fucked just now. But want me to find out?
I thought that contact said Mel Gibson there.
Close enough, and Mian.
Oh, fuck's
I
sake,
don't have
man.
Mian's number.
Oh man.
Why did I not have
What about
Mian's
Crookie? Crookie would surely do it, right?
I bet he would know it's you.
No,
Would he? Nah, because I'll be on the Rick Roletto voice.
Are you sure? Alright.
I'll have a go
We
at
can
it. Why
try
not?
Crookie
Why
if you
not?
want.
Right. Who would be more likely to nominate him for something like that?
Me.
Right.
Unless Mike's put a thing in our group chat. Wait, let me just double check.
Alright, go check
I
that.
was going to say I would double check out just in
In
case.
case he sent the bat signal out.
Give me a
Bad
sec.
signal for talking.
Like, hello there, is that Ryan?
Nah, there's nothing in the group chat, but
The bat signal for the chat and smack
I'm
signal.
just wondering if he's messaged anyone to tell them that. But
Oh, well, there's only one way to find
Time
out.
for funk around and find out.
you want the number?
Yes. Yes.
Have you got it?
Oh no, I've got
Aye, but he needs to put the 141 in front of it, so
alright,
he doesn't
aye,
have cane.
one in front.
It was just for funk around and find out.
Just for funk around and find out. Oh, sorry. I thought my hand's a bit haggard.
You needed my phone.
Yes. 0.
Right, see, because it's Crookie, you're going to have to put the best fucking voice on you've ever done. Like,
Right, okay.
Because he does know who you are.
Just be like, Ryan? Nah, it's 2. Hello there, Ryan. Don't know. I'll figure something out.
Oh, 6, 9.
It's Rick Roletto, MFR Evening News. We'll just fucking play it by ear. If he guesses, he guesses.
Would you like to just double check that? No. Your hands are suspiciously soft, so. Sweet.
Sorted.
We're golden. Thank you very much, sir. Right, we're golden.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello there, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's Rick Roletto at MFR Murray. We are the evening show tonight, and you have been nominated by one of your friends to take in part of a competition. His name's Jamie.
Jamie.
Yep. So what the game is,
Alright.
if you want to participate, of course, there's a chance to win £31,000. You have to name 31 flavours of crisps in 31 seconds to begin with a chance of winning the money. Are you willing to participate, of course?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Might as well give it a go, friend.
He's hung up.
Come on, crook.
See, that's the thing. I think he knew it was you.
What's it me?
No, he knew it was you.
Oh, god damn it. But he would have just said, though, would he?
I don't know. I don't know if he's working or not.
I think you might be. Fuck off.
If I get a message in a second.
Aye.
Places. I can get phone numbers from places on my phone.
But I suppose, like, I did try and, like, kind of... Aye. To be fair, we've got... However it goes from now on, we've got 2 good ones.
Yeah.
What is my phone gave me options? Oh, I don't know. What is my phone gave me options?
And he got fucking phone numbers on their phone that has, like, no name.
No. What numbers have I got? That's an interesting one.
Creaky's typing.
Oh, no, he guessed it. God damn it. God
Son
damn
of
it.
a deadly.
Oh, no, maybe he... See if you catch you saying, why did you enter me at the competition?
I'll just say it.
Phone him back.
I'll just say, oh, did they phone you?
Oh, fuck.
Aye. Oh, my God, yes.
Shit.
What's with this MFR thing? My signal went. I was in the bath. Only place in the house my signal goes. So there you go, you lost signal.
Oh, get a phone back. Get me?
Nah, because
No.
you'll catch on then.
Yeah, because like if MFR did phone you and you hung up, that would be your chance. Gone.
Aye.
Aye, that would.
Not if it's Rick Roletto, though. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
What numbers have I got? I might have someone that might...
One day we will have. Yeah.
I think he knows I'm on a podcast right now, though.
He would have
Guys,
just said, though, wouldn't he?
he knows I'm on a podcast though, because I put a picture of Paul into the group.
True.
Yes.
Sent a picture to Crookie.
Yes. Not gonna lie. That helmet's coming back with me.
I would phone my granddad, but he would fucking say something.
Aye.
Stuart just batter us.
Anyway, well, that was a good half an hour.
Oh,
So we got 2 good ones. To be fair, I didn't think we were going to get fucking anyone to believe that kind of stuff.
Of us fucking.
Like as soon as Johnny started listing them off, I was like, my night is complete.
Yes.
But yeah. So that concludes.
A random
Funk
number
around
would be
and
funny.
find out.
Best fish, I think.
I can agree with that.
Because like you know, like down the road, they're big for cod. Like they love cod down the road.
Cod's banging. Don't get me wrong.
But like I prefer
But-
haddock, especially if it's from our water.
Aye.
If I'm being
Brilliant.
fancy, it's lemon soul.
Well, aye, lemon soul as well. Love a lemon soul.
Well,
I've not had it in ages, to be fair.
What about? Did you not enter the Cullen Skink Championships one year? Did you know? I remember you telling me something.
I was meant to. But
And then I fucking stupidly asked you where they held.
you might have done.
I did.
don't know.
No, I did.
I said,
I didn't
"No,
realise they were in Cullen at the time. I should have
There's-
probably took the hint with the name.
there is no stupid question. It's a learning curve. It's, that's not a stupid question.
So how did you not end up doing the championships then?
Oh, because I was working.
Oh, right, okay.
I couldn't get a fucking time off.
Do you reckon you would have gave it a good go?
Still could give it a good go, I think.
Aye, but like, do you reckon you'd be... Is there like... How does it work? Is there like a winner and fuck everyone else? Or is there like 1, 2, 3...
Oh, no, I don't know.
Is there like a fucking podium?
There
You
is.
go up the really?
is.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah?
I'm Googling this. Hold on.
I know. You get that Google, sunshine.
Don't Baxter's do a good Colin Skink?
Uh-uh.
I don't think you can get. I think the homemade's are way better.
Uh-uh.
You'll never beat
I love
homemade.
that. I love making Cullen skink. Do I like eating it? Dear fuck.
There's literally a
What's
website called cullenskink.com for the World Championships.
Swear.
Yes.
Cullen Bay Hotel have won it.
Yes.
Wonder if that's...
Fix.
Yeah. Interesting.
To be fair, if the cunt that made it hadn't won at the Cullen Bay, sacked. Oh,
What the
where's
hell
where's
Colin
the button?
Skink is?
But,
Oh,
Here's your prize. Your P45.
Yes.
it says there's a article here saying the Cullen Skink World Championships returns to Murray in 2023. Where the fuck did it go for a year? I was going to let me read the
Maybe
article.
it stopped for COVID.
Oh, that might be.
Yes.
Yes.
Because don't get on, that hotel at Cullen is fucking stunning.
Like we did one of the interviews for the documentary in the Banff Springs Hotel, and we're like getting like complimentary
nice as
water.
well.
I felt like I was in like the film Other Guys, you know, where like Steve Coogan keeps bribing them with shit to get them to go away.
I said, see what I say, Banff's nice.
Aye, no, you're right enough. It was because of COVID.
When I say Banff's nice and Cullen's nice, I'll be lying. Because I don't want to offend anybody for Banff.
But you've kind of already done that. You've already said that you don't think they're good. They're nice
Oh
places.
no, roads are fucking terrible. Fucking, I was over there. Mikey's been Scotland through to. But Mikey had COVID at the time, so I went and pick up his Clio 197, and terrible roads.
What, like traffic wise, or just like
Just
like
everything.
potholes and shit?
Just
Yeah,
everything. Just
Our roads
absolutely
are
everything.
bad.
yeah. The lawsuit went especially
the
on like
lawsuit.
Stotfield and stuff like that. You can just
Queen
see
Street,
it.
man. Fuck
Yes.
I know. I mean, it's the most obviously. It's the road that gets the most use, right? But you know, I think you would want to pay more fucking attention to that road.
Aye.
Then,
Yes.
you know,
Oh,
At least
100%,
clean it up.
man.
what you pay road tax for?
It's the same with like where they play speed bumps. Like when they
I
play,
swear.
I don't know, is it the same round your bit as well? Do they go all the way round, or is
Aye.
it just that bit?
Aye,
And it's
they
like I've
they
never
put more
heard.
in.
I've never heard of a
The
collision
whole, the
ever.
whole loop it that way.
Because
Yeah.
when I've passed my
good
test,
fun.
they weren't there.
Mm.
They weren't. They were only put there recently. They weren't put there.
Aye, within like the last year or two or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Aye.
But I've never heard of like a collision happening there or anything. Like if like there was like
Well,
constant
something.
crashes or something, I maybe understand it a bit more. But
Do you know what it is? I think it's because a lot of kids play in that street.
aye, that's true. Plus, there's the new area now as well, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they're deaf, they should know when a fucking car's coming.
Well, that's the thing. We never got fucking run over. Do you know what I mean? Like we
Mm.
played in that street when we were kids.
I did a lot of it once, but it's fine.
The lights at the bottom of the not the Schoolbrae. Is it the Schoolbrae? Aye, that's the Schoolbrae, the one next to St Geraldine's, the
Oh,
steep one.
traffic lights.
Aye, they're like the most pointless things ever because like,
I don't know. I quite like them.
what do you mean you quite like? Well, to be fair, like I can understand it coming from the Rock House side because you cannot see
Yeah.
what's
yeah.
coming up the hill, but from like the side where like you're going the opposite way,
I
like,
don't know.
most of the time you've
They're
got,
cool, but yes, they are pointless.
unless you're coming from the Rock House way.
Yeah,
But then again, you should still be able to hear. I
unless you're
suppose, but-
coming down the hill.
Yeah,
But then, well, shit, no, they are fucking pointless.
Murray for you.
We've worked something out.
They
Aye.
are fucking pointless.
Tell you, right, do you know what really fucking annoyed me? Right, do you know how you go around the harbour and there's two fucking pillars round the back of the brander where you could
Yes.
you used to be able to drive
Oh,
through
yeah,
there?
yeah,
they
they-
used to fucking.
You can't
yes.
fucking drive
Aye.
there now.
Mhm.
What the
Why?
fuck?
Well, you can. You just make a lot of noise and
fuck your car up at the
Yeah.
same time.
But like when I
somebody
passed my
else's.
driving test, you could go down there and then you could go down the big slip that would take you down to where
Yes.
the fish markets used
Yes.
to be. Like I used to love going down there, and you can't you can't do that now. Obviously they've taken that a bit away,
Mhm.
but you could still go round the.
It was good for drifting.
And that's why it was closed down.
Oh fuck.
Well,
I
to be
don't-
fair, I don't remember any
no.
kind of crashes again happening there.
No, but the
No.
thing is, right? Yeah, it might be silly. It might just be a little side bit
slip
where you
way.
can drive past, right?
Yeah.
But would it not have been better for people visiting the 1629 and all that as well?
Aye.
Sorry, not the 1629, the
Harbour lights.
Harbour Lights.
or
something
whatever,
like that. Yeah, like at least you can
yeah.
take a wee jaunt round there. You know what I mean? But
Aye.
and it might be silly just because there's two like pillars there and stuff like that. But for like I've lived through my whole life, and it's kind of just annoying the fact that you can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, again, if it was like if someone had like a massive crash down there and they're like, shit, this is what caused it, it's just because it's dangerous for a vehicle being in there. I don't think anyone would like question it, but because
Yeah.
it just seems to be so
Aye.
random, like,
Ah, exactly.
Uh,
If there had been accidents, somebody got run over, or if people were,
if somebody fell into the harbour with drifting their car like a twat.
aye, things like
But
that.
it wasn't me though.
no. that hasn't happened. There was a car ever ended up in the harbour? No,
No,
I think-
exactly. We were.
Was there not one? Was there not what someone forgot to put a handbrake on or something and it went in?
Maybe I don't know.
Aye.
Almost
like-
there.
Do you know who? I can tell you who put them fucking pillars up. Paul Young put them up.
Oh, I seen him a few weeks
Yeah.
ago, man. He's
Oh, did
living
you?
down the road again.
Yeah, he is,
isn't he? Aye. I've got a lot of time for Paul, like, good dude.
Yeah, I've been good friends with him for a long time, but
Oh, haven't I?
no.
I don't fucking know him.
He's got an older brother, but I can't remember his name. You probably do know his older brother. Anyway, oh wait, you'll know his sister.
It just sounds a bit suspect.
Not even said the name yet.
I know. You, Carly Young.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's his
I
sister.
do know Carl, yeah.
Aye,
Carl was
that's,
lovely.
that's his sister.
Funnily
Right.
enough, that was the person that, when I said one of my friends' older sister, that was her. Yeah.
Was it?
She was walking by, as I was walking back to my house, and was
Was
like,
it?
"What's wrong?" And I was like, "Fuck my arm," and she was like, "Oh, just lift it like that." I was like, "Ah." As the multiple people in the tea party, as I mentioned previously, were just like,
Fuck people in a tea party, man.
I know, what a random thing to be doing in like Gilmore Crescent, I think it was. Just of all the places.
It's a bit random.
Do they
Yeah.
have the rights? I don't know.
But to be fair, like down that way used to be
Were the
not
shoes
rough.
getting shined, Governor?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
just walked into a limo and sailed away into the distance. But like when I used to go down there on the bike all the time, right, and there'd be like people on bikes, and there'd be like older kids that you could tell must have either been like late primary school, maybe early high school. Which like when you're like young, they seem like a lot
Yeah.
bigger than what they actually are when you get to like high school, and you see the people following you into high school. Like I remember being in high school one time. I don't know, I might have said this in the podcast before, but I'll say it again. And no, I'm good, man.
thanks.
There was the induction day, right, where they have the people from like all the primary schools come in to like see the school, basically.
Have a look about.
Aye.
About.
Have a look about and find out.
Yeah.
But one of the guys
Yes.
had like a Spider-Man bag or a Thomas the Tank. It was something like ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like something that you would probably say like didn't wear that after like your
Aye,
five. Like didn't wear that to high school.
Aye.
You know what I
Nah,
mean?
fuck our noise, man. No.
I'm not
fuck
saying that I
noise.
personally judged it. I just knew what every other fucker was going to do.
I see what you mean. Aye, because people would be like, "Oh, where's your fucking Thomas bag at?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kids are fucking savage,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Kids are
They're
good.
And I was
savage.
like, why would you do that to yourself? Or why would the parents let that
Yeah.
like happen? Like you must know like the
Like,
kids are
fair
dick.
enough. Like, if the kid's got like special needs or something, like,
yeah.
then fine. You know what I mean? But like, if you're,
Hi.
yeah, I know
You're
what you
just
mean.
you're sitting
Fuck.
you're like because you're going into the lion's den when you go to high school for the first time.
yeah.
Still my fucking Robot Wars lunchbox, and that was lovely.
You're just built different though, aren't you?
Holy
No.
shit, Robot Wars! I
Yeah.
remember a Robot Wars.
That was
Big
such an
Charles,
awesome
yeah.
show.
Yeah, it was savage.
Fucking amazing.
But like,
Yeah.
I remember, high school was always a bit brutal, wasn't it?
Oh man, like
Fuck.
the amount of shit that got thrown about. I remember I got fucking soaked with a like.
I got set on fire twice. I'm not even lying.
I was trying to explain.
Still got scars.
I was trying to explain to like my wee cousins and that, like how the new high school, right, how fucking different the old one was. Like how
I've
like
not seen the new one.
like how brutal though our fucking time at high school was. It was like another. It was like the Wild West.
Aye.
Oh,
there was
it
no
was
prisoners in
actual
there. Like,
savage.
It was brutal, man. Like it was fucking savage.
you were always having to dodge someone as well. I remember I got clocked good with a fucking orange juice one day. And I was like, fuck.
There's a lot of things that like happened at school that I can't say here.
There's
But-
a lot of things that I cannot say.
But like I miss them times though because it was just utter carnage.
Aye.
And it was like you weren't going
pure
to school.
violence.
You weren't going to school to learn. You were going to school to like
Survive.
survive.
So your fucking parents or parent or whatever could just get a bit of time for themselves to go to fucking work.
Or just getting through the day without getting fucking pelted with
I
a jam
just-
donut or something like that.
Jam donut. Fucking
Remember when people would get milked in the quad?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like, that was my biggest fear. I got the orange juice one time. I was like, I guess it was just my turn. But it's so humiliating. One of the worst things ever.
Well, getting tugged off. Milked.
Oh no. Thrown a carton of milk against and then it explodes. School uniform then stinks. Is more of what we were talking about.
Oh, I did not call it milk.
Don't know what kind of thing was going on at Lossy High when you attended this.
Sorry.
Like someone milked me before in the quad, and I was like, really? I was like the guy in the wheelchair. You milked the guy in the wheelchair.
I'm not going to fucking run after you.
Exactly.
You cunt.
So I just cut his
Right.
jacket up with a pair of scissors.
Fair enough.
It's effective.
Yeah.
I remember seeing I had this mate in school, right, and there was these two like I think they might have been first years or something. They were running about and they were messing about with, like a 2-liter bottle of Coke, right? I think one of them was like threatening to like hit the other one with it. So they were running about. I don't think it was anything serious or whatever. But I remember like the person that was in my ear was like, "Oh, throw it up here," right? And I think he must have thought there was a top on it. So they threw it up and it span about in the air and he fucking caught it like that. But it was like
That's
pointed
pretty
down
fucking cool.
and it just fucking emptied all over him.
Oh.
And I just remember like time stopped for a moment and like everyone around him just burst into tears laughing.
Oh.
But then I also remember this same person, funnily enough, as we were going in, someone in the year above, I won't mention who it was, you probably...
Oh, they have wronging.
No, just, I don't know. Anyway, they had made
Pardon
like
me.
this, like massive fucking snowball, right? Like it was like the body of like a snowman, but like times 2. I couldn't even. They were barely getting their fucking hands around it, right? Because that's when we actually used to have like fucking snow at winter, like 2010 or something. And he got it into the hallway, right? Which you would think. I think
That's
like,
pretty fucking cool.
I remember even seeing a supply teacher going past, just fucking like, oh, nothing going on. You know what I mean?
Not their fucking problem.
And the guy that had caught the bottle and the Coke had spilt on was walking in front of him, and it just got fucking domed off of him, and it just melted as soon as it hit him.
How hot was he?
Well, obviously, like the corridor, there's like tons of people going about in it, so everyone's like, plus the heating in it. But it's someone you know as well. I'll let you know who it's off of after we're done.
Sure. Oh, sloppy.
I remember the head teacher going absolute fucking schizo with me because the fire alarm went. Now, see when you're in a wheelchair and you're on the top fucking floor, they want to sit you in this wee fucking stupid seat and bump you down the
Yes.
fucking stairs.
Ah, right. Aye,
And it's
rather than
like-
use the elevator.
Do you know what?
Why?
One, it's humiliating, right? Because you've got to
Right.
sit in this plastic yellow seat. You know, like the cart people on the planes
Dude.
with.
That's
Aye.
a fucking perfectly good lift.
Exactly, right? So,
Use the fucking lift. If
So-
not, launch out the window. I don't know.
aye, I'm putting just the Gamardas outside. But
Cheeky crash mats. Right.
But like she was like, I jumped in the lift and she was like racing after me. And I just like pressing the button. I gets downstairs, I goes outside to my you know how you go to your class.
Aye,
or your-
aye, the lines outside.
Yeah, yeah.
that, aye.
So I was like outside, she came over and she was like proper screaming at me, and I was like, listen, I'm not sitting in that fucking stupid seat. I was like, would you sit in that stupid fucking seat? I was like, I bet you wouldn't. And 2, the lift works perfectly. I bet if there was a fire, and I was like, oh well, I would have died with dignity.
Aye.
I was like, come on, man. Like, so like, see, when some people aren't disabled, they're not wheelchairs and stuff, they don't understand. Like, it's fucking humiliating when someone's carting you in that
Aye.
fucking seat.
Aye.
So I was like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that. And I never ever sat in it again. I think I had to do it once, and I never did it again.
Who was it Big Giff at the time?
Big Giff, but I tell her, I've got to give her due, because she
Brenda?
did.
No.
Is that her name?
Gifford.
Oh,
Aye.
aye, Gifford. Aye.
Just
Brenda.
Gifford, aye.
Right.
Aye. Like, she actually kind of liked me, though. She wasn't
Anyway, we've got what 10 minutes left. How
10
do
minutes.
we feel episode 100 has went
Oh, go.
after those technical difficulties?
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Have you had a good time, Mr. Shaw? It seems like you have.
Yes.
This
Massive good time, man. Can't have it with my pals.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
We've got to kind of reflect on
Listening.
the journey up until 100 so far in the first half of this, if you will. And then this started off, we were like, I was pretty nervous for that Funk Around and Find Out. I was like,
nah,
no one's
fuck
going to
that
buy
noise,
this,
eh?
but we got 2 golden ones. I can't wait to see that
Yes.
preview clip. I don't know who I'm going to use, Mike or John. I might use both. I might do a build up of them to the fucking episode when it comes time for uploading it.
We funked around and fucking found out. I was sat with my fucking pals. Just having a good damn time.
Yeah, man.
I
Time we
respect
on
that.
now? We are on
It's got
quarter to
respect.
10. So we'll probably wrap this up in the next 5 minutes.
Oh,
I haven't had tea yet and stuff, so
no.
Have you not?
anyway.
nah, man. I'm trying to like fast a bit more because I've been eating like shit the last 3 weeks, so I need to like restore the balance.
Fuck
Sometimes though, when you go to sleep, when you've just eaten,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
fucks
good
you up
for
a
you.
little bit.
because
Aye.
it kind of lies in your stomach and it kind of, all the salt and everything absorbs and it just
Yeah,
No, I've just literally. Oh, before I came down,
aye, the loaf and
I had
peanut
to
butter.
fucking half a loaf of fucking Hovis and peanut butter toast.
It's a good choice though. Peanut butter and toast is
It's
fucking
not
amazing.
a terrible choice. I could choose violence.
I didn't know they made a spread.
Overly cooked toast. My preference is a bit of crispy bread.
I had some crispy
Is it-
chicken strips and chips. That's what I had tonight. Aye, it was
I
quite
might get
good.
some.
Aye.
Fucking love chicken.
Mm.
Uh,
Well, I remember we had this conversation a few years back where we thought steak was a bit overrated.
it still is.
I'm not saying it's not good.
In my eyes, it is.
I think if you keep having it, like, it's like everything else. You had too much of something, it doesn't get. It's not as good.
Yeah,
But if you have it like maybe once a month or something
or
like
like
that,
a restaurant
Yes.
steak or something.
aye,
yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
Like with the garlic butter on it
Mhm.
and pepper sauce and all the rest of it, and
Chili
fucking
butter, a bit of a bit of chili butter, a bit of yes.
see. Like my favorite is like ribeye, right?
Aye, yeah,
Yes.
that's a good one.
Now,
aye.
if you were like you're a chef, you were gonna
cut
cook.
meat.
If you're a chef, you're gonna cook a
Yes.
steak. What would you pick?
To whatever the to
No, but if
however
it
the
was-
customer looks at.
If it was for you,
Oh,
like,
for me,
what steak would you go for?
I would be a sirloin boy, and I would have it just a touch under medium rare, depending on what it's getting taken out on, because you should use sizzler trays. So a rare
sizzler
steak would
trays.
take 30 seconds. This is Australian meat or Scottish, which fucks me off. But yes, cheaper getting Australian meat than we were Scottish.
Wild that.
Mm.
That is fucking weird.
Mm.
But yeah, medium rare. Pam fucking screaming. Get a proper sear. Piping seasonings.
You get some people that like it blue, and it's
Oh
like,
my god! Oh, that is.
it may as well just be a lion.
Aye, I know.
It was like just chomp it.
Aye,
It
aye.
was bread. I know I want to be toasties now. But
Medium rare toasty.
oh, you threaten
It'd
me.
be a
with
sandwich,
good
really,
time.
wouldn't it?
But
I
no,
like it like medium well. That's kind of
Aye.
like where I go.
Aye,
Like,
if I see like blood pouring out of it, I'm like,
see, that doesn't bother me.
I like the kind of
some
nice
of it-
like strip of
Yeah, I
rare,
get. Yeah, I
yeah.
get you.
It's something to dip your something to dip your chips in.
Oh, he's right. It goes well with like pepper sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of put that into it.
Because it's not blood, is it? I think someone debunked that recently.
Oh no,
it's
it's just fat.
aye,
Yeah.
it's got the red tinge to it, I suppose.
Correct.
Well, we're just about to wrap up anyway, mate. So, that is it. Episode 100.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed. We've had some fun moments. We've had some quite deep moments towards the end as well.
We fucking really did, didn't we?
Yeah. I guess we need to get together more often.
No, I don't.
No, don't apologise.
I don't apologise in any way, fucking shape or form.
So, yeah, funk around it. Before we go, I think it's... Oh, wait. Because what we're doing is we're muting our mics and we're playing the funk music to end. This is what we said we would do.
I'm actually about to push myself.
Right.
But,
Okay.
Okay.
Hold it. We will see you whenever we see you next. Goodbye.